it play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to session number 2 of Heroes of Harinburg, Season 2, Lost Laboratory of Qualish. I am joined by our esteemed set of players, a set of 4. We've got Steve and Vito on my right, and we got Jeremy and Colin on my left. And just a quick recap, you can see underneath them the names of their characters, but we got Steve playing a gnome wizard, Professor Hobart Nibzil Bumplikin. I'm going to do this just so I can keep remembering your names too. We got Vito playing a human warlock, Mrs. Doubtwater. We've got Cullen playing a human paladin, which is Garrett Flugelhorn. And we got Jeremy playing Brother Owl Rin, a human cleric as well. And I am your dungeon master for today. And we're very excited to keep playing this. So we'll do a recap in just a second of what happened last week, so there will be spoilers here. But a big shout out, of course, to the companies that helped make this possible. Of course, Wizards of the Coast for making D&D. Thank you so much. But specifically, the ones that have contributed to the show specifically will be terrain companies such as Table War for providing some of the mats. You're going to see some printable scenery and some Gale Force 9 stuff as well as a lot of Games Workshop miniatures, because we've got a lot of them and they're awesome. Stop looking underneath the table, Steve.
I'm stretching my leg.
Yeah, of course you are. And I'll point at other stuff as we go along. A lot of the audio that you're going to hear is from tabletopaudio.com. Some will be from Syrinscape as well. And so we use both of those with permission. So thank you very much to the companies the individuals and companies that put those together, because they are fantastic resources. I remember growing up playing RPGs. I would have to load up CDs and onto my laptop to Gladiator, but it wouldn't loop, and the music would also it was built for scenes, and so sometimes it get too loud or it wouldn't flow. It wasn't good droning underneath what's going on music, and definitely didn't have any sound effects. So I feel very fortunate to be able to add that kind of stuff to our tabletop game. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. There's nameplates now, so if you can see the character Mini kind of on our nameplates too now. So that's cool. Did that this morning.
Cool. And we do have all the miniatures are done now, so you'll be able to see those as we go into the game. Are you showing your nameplate?
I'm holding my nameplate.
Nice.
You gotta be, no.
Down. Wait, this is so hard.
You're looking right at it.
It's difficult.
This is how we should spend some of these precious 4 hours that we have every week. And of course, if you're watching this on Twitch, I think at least on the PC version and maybe on iPad, you can see our characters, because we installed the D&D Beyond add-on, the plugin, so that you can actually track along with our characters how many hit points they have and see links to their character sheets, so you can get all the details there. See who's cheating. Who used an extra spell slot that they didn't have?
It's me, obviously me.
No, I'm not too worried about that here. So yeah, let's do a recap. So we had our first session last week. I'll start us off. Rob, if you actually want to switch over to the camera so that we can see the map that I have on the table, that would be great. Yes. Nope, you had it a second ago. Yes, there we go.
Why is it?
Oh, you had it.
That is
yeah.
this
Oh,
one's
yeah,
the
yeah. I was
active
looking wrong.
screen,
My
right?
bad. So I created this map. I'm sorry, Rob. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's okay. It was fine where it was. Now it's on an angle. There we are.
What's going on here?
You want to zoom out? Is it a yes, Mom?
It was fine where it was.
Stop fiddling with it.
So I'll have Steve be my Vanna White. We started off in Harinburg. No, just point with one finger.
Oh.
There we are. There we start off in Harinburg. And we received, or the party were all summoned and hired by Brickbow, the female dwarf merchant who is owner of Brickbow Wonders Collectibles, etc. Collectible Wonders? I don't remember, etc. It's a store full of stuff. And was sent on an expedition to go to the Barrier Peaks. Want to point those out?
Up here.
Yeah. And the group decided to take a boat and chartered the boat to go all the way up to Troutberg. They are currently in Port Ashglade, so not very far along the journey. Actually, they're not in Port Ashglade, they're right outside of it. Because turns out that Professor Hobart Nibzil Bumplikin is the real Nibs Bumplikin, and he has a person who stole his identity. a little halfling who racked up a bunch of gambling debt, and that caught up with the professor, and you got attacked by some thugs in Port Ashglade, and then realized that there was a local orc war leader who was hunting you down, so you wanted to go and try to settle the debt. Turns out that it was Zotinkle, the nine-fingered goblin. The nine-fingered goblin who hates the other nibs, fake nibs,
Reasonable.
for cutting off his finger and making him wear a red
It was
shirt.
the right thing to do at the time.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do at the time because he'd already given the answers to what you needed. But yeah, why not cut off his finger?
I don't remember why, but there was a reason.
There wasn't a reason. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
There was a reason.
Yeah, well, you're paying for your other person's past transgressions. Essentially, but backing it up a bit, it turns out the reason that you guys were hired to begin with is because there is a weird, unidentified floating object above the city of Harinburg that was causing earthquakes and raining down debris. And we don't know what it is, but Brickbow has a journal from an old gnome wizard. When I say old, I mean like centuries ago, who had taken an expedition to the Barrier Peaks, found all sorts of cool stuff, started putting out really neat inventions, but then disappeared a few centuries ago. But some of the stuff from his notes matches the description of what Brickbow has been looking through a telescope at this unidentified flying object. So she has hired you to go to the Barrier Peaks with these notebooks that she recently acquired and maps in the hopes of finding the lost laboratory of Qualish, this lost expedition, and maybe finding some answers to how to deal with this thing, because anybody who tries to fly up comes back down as a burning corpse. So clearly that's not the answer. And then you went
We
and...
haven't tried that yet.
Yeah, try. You want to try? Want to go back and try?
Wanna go back and try?
Levitate.
No.
Okay.
I'm up for it.
Soon you'll be down for it.
Oh, he's going.
You got Featherfall. No, I just spilled on my papers.
Does Featherfall count if you're already a crispy corpse?
Sure. You won't fall too fast. You'll still float down.
The actions will land in one spot.
Anyway, so did I miss any important details other than that?
We have a companion with us.
Oh, of course.
yeah.
Gearbox.
Okay,
What, did you leave him somewhere?
upstairs.
Yeah, I had more than one. I wondered where it went. It's okay. I found another one. Gearbox, the monodrone. You know, I'm going to put it right here so I remember he's
That's
there.
very subtle. I forgot.
Oops.
Whoopsie. Yeah, Gearbox, the monodrone. It was Brickbow assigned this little modrone, which is a little... they are constructs from the plane of Mechanus, or Mechanus. And it's responsible for all the maps, because Brickbow doesn't trust you guys, I guess. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
Yeah, doesn't know any of you. She just hired you on the spot. Yeah, so you got Gearbox, who's a very cheerful monodrone who stays away from combat because rule number 1, Gearbox needs to survive. Any other details I forgot?
Yeah, no, I think we left him in the forest as we went into the orc war camp.
Yes, so we left off.
Yeah, he's...
It's in the evening. The sun is setting. It's almost set. You're currently in the tent, Zotinkle's tent, which is a very big tent, and you're surrounded by a lot of orcs. And right outside the tent are dozens more. You saw a couple ogres on your way in too. And yeah, he's basically, or she, Zotinkle, has just said that.
So Tinkle's a sheep.
Yeah, it's a she. I know we
What?
never really identified.
What?
I had no idea.
Everyone's shocked.
It's a goblin. I don't know, it's probably hard to tell the difference anyways, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, but she basically is their warlord somehow, and you're not quite sure how that happened to be, but she's looking for nibs because she's consolidated a bunch of his debt.
We explained how I'm not the nymph she's looking for.
And she kind of understood and didn't at the same time, but seemed to recognize some of the things that happened in her head through a message spell. Currently, Mrs. Detwater is disguised as a big burly orc, and that's passed so far. But at this
Remember
point...
what your orc name was?
Morag the Skull Taker.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, it's important to remember that, right? So we're back in that tent. And so Zotinkle looks around at the other orcs saying, "We shall have some entertainment in the morning! Take them away!" So a bunch of orcs surround you, including a couple of the huge, they look like half ogres, basically, bodyguard. And they train their weapons on you, and they beckon you to leave the tent, including you, Mr. Big Orc. So what do? Do you comply? Or do we start a fight? There's about 3 or 4 more dozen orcs out there.
Dozen.
Dozen orcs.
Oh, wow.
Turn on and button my sleeves.
Jeez.
Put your way out.
So Mrs. Doubtwater or Morag says, "As your honored guests, we will comply."
If you're strength 8, you're -1, and you punch somebody, there's no damage, right?
I suppose so. Or is it minimum 1?
I think it's minimum 1.
I'm back in. Kabloo. You'd be one of those people that they're just like, get off. Stop. You got to hit first, though. That's a strength check. Which is that one is -1. Okay, so they lead you outside of the tent, and you notice that some of the orcs have kind of dispersed a bit, but a lot more are around, and especially the guard. And as you fall into step, they actually, you were able to mix in with the orcs, so now you're leading the other 3 as well. So they treat you as an equal through this. Now, how long does disguise itself last for? Is it an hour? And you've already been it for probably about 10-15 minutes? Okay.
These people are unreasonable.
These orcs are unreasonable.
Just keep walking.
And so they lead you to the west part of the camp as the sun is now completely set. It's a little bit overcast, but there's still some moonlight and starlight coming through. And there's also all sorts of torches and fires going on around here. In fact, I forgot that we want to be having some music.
Sweet orc drums.
Yeah, it's kind of off in the distance. And yeah, so a lot of the orcs have kind of gone back to their business as you're led over to another big tent that you're then brought inside of. And once again, you have a choice kind of where you go at this point. The 3 of them the 3 of you are brought inside of a tent, and there's more guards left outside and a couple guards left inside of the tent as well. But after they bring you in, they don't take your weapons or anything. They actually leave you armed. They seem unconcerned about your current state. A little gnome and a couple humans don't seem like any challenge to this huge group of orcs. And after they bring you in, they kind of grunt in your direction. Do you want to go in the tent with them or stay outside?
I'm going to go in the tent with them.
Okay, so you go in the tent too. And there's 2 guards inside the tent and a couple more outside. And then you're not at the edge of the camp, so it's not like you can just slit a hole in the tent and then run out into the forest.
Okay.
You're kind of still in the semi-center. You're in the west center side of the camp. But before you went into the tent, you noticed, with the little bit of light that you could see, is that not far from the tent is this big open area that's surrounded by all sorts of spiked walls and fences. And you can see that there's almost like stands in a few places and towers. And you have a sneaking suspicion that this is where they go to settle their differences.
Awesome.
Thunderdome.
Yeah, Thunderdome. Well, it's not enclosed. It's not enclosed. It's pretty primitive looking. It's just a bunch of wooden spikes all put together to kind of form this border around it. And there's a tower on the one end of it that you can see that somebody would spectate from. And there's still yurts around it and all that, but there's lots of standing room as well. So the 4 of you are in the tent as well as 2 of the orc guards, who are just kind of standing there glaring at you.
I told you this was a bad idea.
We are in a mighty pickle right now. Any ideas? Also,
Yeah, you better stretch.
Are you trying to take up your 5 feet spot?
what do you think they'll say when you transform back?
There's 2 other orcs right there.
Ah,
Did you
When I
say-
transform into more muscles, you mean?
of course. Yes.
The 2 orcs gotta look.
It's Mrs. Delwater.
Who is Doubtwater? I doubt the water here is good, you idiot.
Excuse me, sir. There was a 4th. There's a 4th one of us. There's the, my maid.
My mate.
My maid.
Kind of looks at you, looks at the one. They speak something back and forth that you don't understand.
We lost Mrs. Delwater.
I'm sure she's in a better place.
There was no other. Just the 4 of you.
Okay.
Do you know what happens to us tomorrow? Do we?
Ah, entertainment.
Can you elaborate on that?
Prime entertainment. We shall
That's
see.
horrible.
Your metal shall be tested.
And if we win?
Then it will be tested more.
I
In
mean-
theory, you win enough,
They just
you
want-
leave free.
In theory.
They just want us to entertain them. So, I mean, how's your singing voice?
You're sure your war chief will
Ah,
free us?
the mighty Zotinkle has been brought to us by our wonderful god. She is definitely chosen. She will make sure we are taken care of in the many seasons to come.
And what god do you follow, sir?
Ah, the orc god, of course. Grumish!
Oh, no.
Do I know anything about Grumish?
No.
Just that it's a generic
are
war
you-
god?
Are you proficient in history?
They may not want singing.
History, no. Religion,
Religion? Give me a religion check.
a 15?
Yeah, it's the basic, one of the basic gods
Just
of the
smash,
orcs.
kill things, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
God of War.
Yeah.
Okay.
He only has one eye.
15 minutes passes. You're 30 minutes in.
Okay. This is so awful. Will you stay in here with us this whole time? This is little awkward.
In with you or in with them? We thought you with us.
They're turning on each other.
They are part of my clan. I pay them well. Where they go, I go.
I've never seen you before in my life.
You hire puny humans to work?
They are stronger than they look.
Oh, well, we shall. And this little one?
No, I bring him in for money.
Oh. Why do you not get money then?
Wrong guy.
Well, he will make good mutton in morning.
Everything's mutton.
No matter what.
This is Doubtwater's doubt. Oh, this is the worst. So they're just gonna stay in
They're guarding. Yeah, they're making sure nobody leaves.
Perhaps you could go find somewhere more comfortable for yourself.
I'm gonna go with them.
I'm sure we'll.
Go with who?
The guards.
They're there. They're not
Oh,
going
they're
anywhere.
just constantly gonna be in there.
Yeah, the two of them are just standing guard.
Okay.
You have a feeling that you could leave.
Do I have a feeling I can leave?
No.
I'm gonna try.
You're just gonna try to walk out?
I'm gonna whistle and nonchalant just walk out the front gate.
Hey,
Just kind of puts a hand on top of your head,
Release you
lifts you up slightly, and then
turns me around.
Yeah.
I just keep walking that way then.
You stay here.
Right to the back of the tent.
I'm gonna try to say, does anyone understand in Abyssal?
Does anybody else speak Abyssal?
I do speak of this.
Yes, it worked.
I actually think I do.
Do you think you could convince them that you can take over their shift?
I believe it is possible.
Maybe we can get them out of here?
Speak common!
Oh, sorry.
That's impolite!
Oh, you speak of this? Oh, I forgot.
I can't find the languages.
Yes, please. Be
Sorry.
Be
Be
polite to the orcs.
I didn't realize. We were just having a conversation of, dinner plans. I assume more mutton?
Doesn't look very pleased
I don't
anymore.
want the mutton here.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, and I'm gonna have it be the voice of Zotinkle, and she's gonna scream out into the distance. Can I throw my voice?
There's a range on Minor Illusion.
It's 30 feet. So she's gonna say, "Hey, we need more people out here. There's a raiding party."
Hey! Hold on, I'll go check.
The one orc ducks out.
I should check too.
Just what you think. And pops his head back in.
You're real! So Tinkle coming! Be ready!
And the other one stands there. And all of a sudden you hear a big commotion of all sorts of movement. And then the tent parts, the door parts, and Zotinkle walks through. Zotinkle's still all in the big garb with
The red shirt.
the red shirt all tied up with all sorts of ornate jewelry, ornate for orcs. It's all wooden and stones and all sorts of other weird stuff. There are some gems in there.
Guys.
He walks in, and she walks in, and with a confused look on her face, and she looks up at the orcs and you as well, and she goes,
Leave us! I must speak with the prisoners.
The 2 orc guards leave.
Okay.
I said leave us!
Oh,
Unless you want to eat breakfast.
No problem.
I will go.
Matthew, stay!
Darn it.
So you leave?
Yeah, I leave.
So you're just gonna
Mrs.
stand up.
Dellar's like,
So you walk out and you're amongst like a large number of orcs and a couple and the 2 there's 2 huge like half ogre looking orcs who are standing nearby.
okay.
Like-
How much time do I have
You got
left?
like 20 minutes left.
Oh,
So Zotinkle looks back and forth at you. And then she pokes her head back at the tent.
Give us some space!
And so you see the orcs kind of move like 10, 15, 20 feet away from the tent. And then she turns back. She walks forward into the midst of you. And she's like, and she turns and goes,
Okay, now that I have you alone, please help me. But I don't have long to live. They think I'm some sort of prophet of their god, and they're gonna sacrifice me in a couple days.
that is quite a conundrum.
You put us in here.
I did not. That orc, Mogluk, I don't even know who that is. He brought you here. He brought the wrong nibs. I didn't want this nibs. I wanted the real nibs. That little jerk took my finger. So I bought up most of his debt, and I've been hunting him ever since.
And how did you get mixed up with these orcs if you don't want to be here?
Well, when I was searching for him, I came across these orcs, and they were going to eat me. They ate my companions. But then I was able to trick them into thinking, some sort of important person. And it turns out they were looking for a little scrawny thing to sacrifice to their god. And now they think I'm some sort of vessel. And they gave me all sorts of awesome things. And I thought it was great until I realized they're going to sacrifice me. So, you gotta get me out of here. Please, get me out of here. I'll help you get out if you help me get out. How's that sound, kid?
What do you want us to do?
Well, you gotta survive first. Nothing I can do about tomorrow.
Is that the pits that we had to fight in?
Yeah. I tried to set that up so they wouldn't kill you right away. Because once they found out you weren't the one I was looking for, they wanted to eat you. But when I said that they could provide entertainment, that made them happy too. Because they figured, we could kill you and then eat you. And that would make them happy.
Well, we need that orc that was with us brought back in here.
Why? It's just another one of those scummy orcs.
Do you want our help?
Yes.
Bring him back in here.
Okay, 1 second. You! Get in now! Your prophetess awaits!
and she disappears back to the tent.
all right, so Morog, the Skull Taker, comes back in.
15 minutes left.
Okay.
All right, he walks in.
What do we need this big lug for? He's the one that brought you here.
This little turd wants our help.
What do you mean? She wants our help.
They're gonna.
But they're gonna sacrifice me in 2 days.
That.
Are you? Is this for real?
Mr. Delwater?
Did you just turn out back to Mrs. Detwater?
The voice is just Mrs. Delwater.
Why do you sound so strange? What's wrong with your voice, orc?
I'm sorry. He's straight? Never mind. She wants our help out.
Why do you seem familiar? There's something about you. The voice.
Maybe it's the rope.
What rope? Rope? Why does that give me bad memories?
Okay, dear, not to be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. And now I'm an old woman again.
Oh, this is really strange. Why did you bring them here?
Well, he had to pay off his debts, and I thought it was a great idea, and no one else had any good ideas.
We thought you were a legitimate orc leader.
So do they. They're really stupid.
So you're gonna make up an excuse for why she's who she is now,
Okay.
and not your orc.
So what I can do is I can make sure that they come out just a little bit at a time during the fight so you don't have a problem. And then I'll create a diversion. And then when you see that diversion, then you escape. But you have to take me with you, otherwise I'll send them all to hunt you down and kill you and skin you and boil your bones.
What if we just kill you now?
Well, then they'll kill you, and you'll be back where you started.
No, they'll put us in the pits tomorrow.
And then you'll die. Trust me, they have more orcs than you'll be able to destroy.
What are we fighting in the pits? Orcs?
Orcs, ogres, my bodyguards. That's how I can get rid of them. I'll make sure to send a couple at a time, so they don't just, kill you. I'll make sure to send the strongest ones, so that once they're gone, it shouldn't be too hard to get out. Because you'll have killed the strongest ones.
And you just expect us to fight our way out after that?
Yeah, take me with you. There will be a diversion, so you don't have to fight them all. Or you can kill me and fight them all. You got a choice.
Now, what's the diversion?
Well, I still have to work out the details of that. But I'm probably going to start a fire somewhere. Or order an attack. Or something. I don't know. I got till morning to figure that out.
Now, this is a good idea and all, but we could take her hostage.
Hey, but then you have to fight them all.
Not necessarily.
I think necessarily. That, I think that would make all of the orcs become our enemies.
But then what do I know about these sorts of things?
I think our best chance is to fight in these pits tomorrow.
Mr. Flugelhorn, your voice has dropped.
But I'm not a warrior.
I mean, we have to fight in the pits tomorrow. That is the honorable thing to do.
I'm an old
No?
lady.
You're up for this, right?
What other choice do we have?
Don't.
Well, you seem
I
you seem
can't.
a little shaken.
I can't fight.
No, I'm fine. I promise.
I don't fight. I have a dagger and a broom. Maybe I can watch.
An umbrella.
I can't.
Well, maybe we'll be lucky, and the things that are around you will burst into flames.
Oh dear. This is scary.
You can fight, right? Yeah, he's good to go.
Oh dear. Mr. Bumble, can you protect me,
I'm not
right?
feeling very good about this plan, but that's all I got. You're not instilling much confidence.
I don't want to take a finger. Just one.
Oh dear.
Have you said that out loud?
No.
Is something that compels you to
That
want
wasn't
to
his finger.
remove a finger and take a shirt? That's all he has.
Describe myself.
Well, yeah, we prepare for tomorrow, I suppose.
I'm going back to my stretching.
We need some food.
Okay, I'll have a food.
No mutton.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
And no guards.
Okay.
You make them stay outside.
Okay, I can do that. That should be easy. Anything else?
Can we just go? We can just go though, right?
No.
To the guards.
That you can go?
Yeah.
No, they won't like that.
But you're like the chiefess, right?
I'm more of a figurehead than an actual leader. They're just giving me all sorts of nice stuff because apparently sacrificing me is going to save their tribe.
From what?
I don't know. They're orcs. They're dumb. It's not going to do anything, of course.
This story adds up, yes. Yes, it's all
Yeah,
makes sense.
I do not believe reasoning with them in any other sort of way will work.
We get some rest. We fight at dawn.
Oh,
Okay, we're all in accord.
I guess so.
All right.
And she turns around and leaves the tent. You can hear her barking orders and telling the orcs not to come in. And she's gone. And about 10-15 minutes later, an orc comes in with a platter of food stuffs. Looks like various roots that have been dug up from the ground. They're still pretty dirty. Different kinds of meat that aren't mutton. I'm not really sure what they are because they've been cooked so poorly. They're pretty tough, but they're not poisoned or anything. So
All right.
Bunch of savages.
he just kind of grunts and then leaves.
You're welcome to the roots.
I'll eat rations.
I'll eat my dried cranberries.
Yeah. All right.
Pass the night.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
How do we?
So long rest it is.
Yep, you can take a long rest. It'll count as one. Is there anything you want to do while you're passing the night? Or you just want to pass it?
I'm gonna change some spells around.
Okay, but other than
Yeah.
that. Yeah, now you're like, I think I know what's going to happen in the morning.
This goes back to 30.
Oh yeah, we have to change our hit points.
Oh yeah.
If you hit long rest. Oh yeah. You
Oh,
lose.
it did it automatically for me.
If you hit long rest, it should reset your hit points.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they did not.
Mine did.
Mine didn't.
Did you hit long rest twice? Because
Oh,
you have to
sorry,
confirm
hold
it.
Oh.
Hey, where's it?
You all ready to throw down?
Okay.
Stop.
I didn't do that's on you now.
Okay.
The best part is you're gonna reset it only for me to cast the spell on you guys again.
Okay.
Your page is in the...
You three need to listen up for a second.
Ooh.
The last time I was with an adventuring party such as yours, they did not stick together. I can only help you if you stay close.
The little ones should stay behind us.
Oh dear, I'm not a fighter. I don't know what to
We want to
do.
center this on the camera, please.
All the more reason to stay close.
No. Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm staying close.
Good.
Oh yes.
Mrs. Deadwater, are you going to be that ineffective in combat?
Well, I have a dagger, dear. I can.
Well,
Maybe if you like take them down, I can run up and like give them a little 1-2 finishing move. You know, I saw it once.
You didn't have anything to do with the fires and the...
What fire, dear?
Okay.
So you guys wake up in the morning and you can hear the distant sounds of the drums. You can hear a lot of commotion coming from outside, and you hear a lot of excited sounding orcs.
These orcs are huge.
So I'm just going to toss you guys a bunch of orcs just to kind of throw around as spectators, please.
oh,
Oh boy. Even a drum.
Oh yeah, that's what you're hearing right now.
if some of them are getting in the way, Rob, let me know. Oh, so many.
Well, we got about 3 dozen here.
As long as none of them have heavy bolters.
What?
Then we're waiting for it.
Where's that come from?
Their heavy boulder.
Why would that be bolters?
They're orcs.
Okay, so you're brought out of your yurt. A couple of orc guards come in. They look a little confused as Miss Stoutwater is there, but really don't think too hard about it. So you're brought forward. I want you to place your 4 miniatures on that end of the stadium. You're brought out, and you can hear all the orcs chanting, and they're getting excited. It's pretty early. The sun's up, but not very high. Looks like they're hungry for breakfast.
Am I able to cast 8 in the morning as we get up?
Of course you are.
So I will cast 8 on everybody.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
Not concentration.
Nope.
What's 8?
Then it
So
gives
it's
you
the 5. Boost your max hit points by 5.
your max hit points. It's not temporary hit points. Your max hit points go up by 5.
And it's 3 people, so you 3. And we use that spell slot.
5?
Plus 5. Actually,
Goes up by how much?
5.
good.
And you're led out through a big group of orcs, and they bring you into what appears to be what they call the pit. It's very muddy. You can see bones littering it everywhere. A lot of the mud is even stained blood colors. You can tell that there's been a lot of fights that have happened in here. You'd guess this is where they, like I said, settle any of their differences. If they don't agree with something, then they can come in here and duke it out.
Knowing that we're going into this gladiatorial pit-esque thing, before we go in, would I be able to cast Mage Armor on myself?
Of course.
Okay.
I'll cast False Life on myself.
Yeah, if you've got time to cast anything that would last 10 minutes, an hour.
Yeah, something that lasts a decent amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, Mage Armor is 8 hours, so you can totally cast those things.
All right.
And you bring it here, and you can see Zotinkle up in the stands, all dressed ornately.
That's an amazing model.
Yes. And it's basically these are what the these big orcs right here are the ones that they're like the half ogre looking ones. They're like the bigger looking ones.
Are those the bodyguard that
Yes,
you
these are
talked
a
about?
couple of the bodyguards we saw. But you also see this other hulking brute that you hadn't seen before, standing next to him. And on the other side, you notice a weird shaman-looking orc. That, yeah, basically, your history check would let you know that it's actually missing one of the eyes, and that if they're favored, then they become the Orc Eye of Grumsh.
Great.
So they're basically spellcasters as well.
Some sort of enchanted by the gods creature.
And you can tell that in some of the nearby, like this big tent right here has a couple guards, and you can tell that they're keeping whatever's inside. So
Okay.
they're just getting ready to unleash whatever it is. And so you kind of walk in, all your weapons drawn and ready to go. Having had a quick breakfast, don't want to eat too much right before a big fight, right? And get a cramp. So, and as you walk in, you can hear all the orcs are shouting and roaring and getting all excited. And Zotinkle then stands up and puts her arms in the air, holding a staff in one arm, and they all kind of quiet down for a moment. It's as much as they're still like some growling and some shouting. And she says, "We are blessed today by the mighty Grumsh to have these contenders for entertainment and for breakfast. We will test their mettle against the finest warriors here. But first, who among you would like to rise in the ranks and become my lieutenants?" At this, a bunch of orcs jump in. So give me a third one right there, and give me 3 more over here.
Huh.
Oh, you're not going to repeat when I come up here.
Oh, dear.
Oh. There we go. No, I don't like that one. Sorry, I'm experimenting with some new
I
songs.
didn't mention it, but I cast Shield of Faith.
How long is that last one?
Roll initiative.
Oh, so it begins.
It begins. So just a bunch of regular-looking orcs jump on in.
Wow, look at me go.
Solid 1! Guess who's going last?
Oh boy, orcs got initiative 19. Anybody get higher than 19? Okay, 15 or higher? 10 or higher?
14.
14. So we've got Rin at 14. We've got Hobart at 12. What are you guys at?
7.
Nat 1 plus 0. So literally
Wow,
1.
7 and 1. Deadwater. And then Carrot. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who's got a measuring tape? I got one right here. Do we have any others? Oh, did we not get more measuring tapes?
You're over here.
You got one? Okay. Oh, on your head? Nice. Okay, well, we'll keep this simple. The orcs can move, I believe they just move 30 feet. Yeah, so the nearest orc, have it move 6 inches next to Garrett, and they'll take a swing. It's got this big axe. 20 total.
21 AC.
Nice.
What? Okay. It was actually a great axe. It was a 2-handed weapon. The next one moves in.
Just bring my shield up
Next
and
to,
fires across it.
Rin. 10. Obviously a miss. The next one will move. As a bonus action, it will dash next to Rin. It actually has... Hold on, let's just do 1 at 10. It actually has aggressive, which lets it, as a bonus action, move up to its speed toward a hostile creature. And then it'll swing at Rin. 12. The next one will move. Bonus action dash next to Garrett. 17. Okay, I gotta change this music. It is very repetitive. I'm trying out some new ones, so I apologize if some of them are repetitive. How about you?
That sounds good.
So far. It's just if it only lasts like 30 seconds and it repeats,
There.
then it can get a little annoying.
This one can get ready to beat him.
Yeah, so this have it. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. And then it'll attack Rin. 13, and the other one just move behind and kind of stare through. Okay.
Combat just
Rin.
opens up and we get charged.
Well, they got initiative 19, and
Oh, yeah.
you did not. You're just like, he's like, who wants to come in? And then boom, bunch of orcs jump on top of you.
Well,
They don't look like they're very heavily armored, just like just wearing some scraps.
I
of
played
leather
this
and hide.
before, but I think I'm going to have to go Spirit Guardians.
So you want to start with Spirit
Yeah,
Guardians?
I'm gonna
Level
cast
3
Spirit
on the
Guardians.
regular orcs?
Well, it lasts for...
It's concentration, right? Up to a minute?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 rounds.
No, 10 minutes.
We
10
just wait, we
10
just
minutes
walk
of
out, turn and
concentration.
leave then.
Is it 10 minutes?
If I'm reading it right,
That's not just.
I believe it's a long time.
concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yup.
Okay. Do you have advantage on your concentration saving throws?
I do because I have
Nice.
Warcaster.
Warcaster. All right. Well, Spirit Guardians it is. Okay. So, as they come on in, you kind of pray to Colleen, and all of a sudden a bunch of owls start whipping out around you. Now I do it immediately, and then also when they start their turn or move into it. So
I don't think you do it till their turn.
no, it's immediate if they're in it when you cast it, and then it
Okay.
started their turn as well.
All right.
Does that sound right?
I can't remember. I also remember.
It also halves their movement if they start in it too. That's one thing they
No,
always
I think
forget.
damage to other movement. It's been a while.
An affected creature, when you cast a spell, any number of creatures you can see
Are immune.
can be unaffected. So I obviously
Obviously choose
make
you
my
guys.
party unaffected, and probably anyone outside the
Oh,
range.
you don't want to affect the orcs right next behind you?
Yeah.
You don't want to tick them off?
No, I don't. And then, it's at the start of their turn. An affected creature's speed is
did-
halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area, for the
Okay.
first
We
time on a turn,
Yeah, that's okay.
Or
so
starts
they
its
start
turn
or
there.
enter it. Okay.
Yeah, we did it wrong once, so we fixed it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you cast that. That's an action.
yep.
Do you want to do anything as a move or bonus action?
No, I do not.
Hobart, besides pee your pants, what would
dodge.
Professor Hobart like to do? Just dodge? You're not sure what to do?
He's wiry.
All right, Mrs. Detwater.
All right, for a little bit of movement, I'm gonna go right here and tap Mr. Flugelhorn. Like, you can do it, young man, and give you guidance.
Okay.
And then go back over here.
How long does that last?
It's a minute.
It's a minute, but it's your next roll is to add D4.
Okay.
to it. Up to a minute.
Can I dodge after that?
No, it's an action.
That's
No,
an
it's an
action,
action,
yeah. That's
okay.
it. I'm done.
Okay. Garrett. Flugelhorn.
With the slight strange feeling of, I don't know if it was a morale boost when she touched me, but I feel like I can hit a little bit better.
You probably think it's your god. Or god
Probably,
so.
exactly. So I will, let's go for this guy here.
Okay.
And we're just going to try to bring our Morningstar down upon him with a 4.
What was the total? Probably not a hit,
Plus
but at least it's
7, I think.
So 11.
Why is it? There we go.
Not
yeah,
like
plus 7.
that, young
so
man.
11.
11.
11's a miss, even with their scrappy armor. 11's a miss.
So he takes his first swing, and it kind of, got to get a feeling for this Morningstar again.
You're also waking up. Oh, yeah, stretch. Yeah.
And we will use our second attack. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, 19,
Yeah, it's a
23 plus
That's a
7.
hit. It's 30. You got 30, all right?
7.
7 damage. So you try to hit the one, but it kind of dodges away, and then you bring it back up and crack across its face. It spits out a few of its teeth, but it does not die. 7 damage.
Yes.
Hold on, let me just quickly. Okay, that's it. So it's their turn. Okay, do me a favor and just roll the damage once.
Yep.
'Cause I got to do this a bunch of
Dealing
times.
8 at D8.
Yep.
And what's the wisdom? Is it 15 that I got to get?
No, 16. DC 16.
Okay, so roll the damage once. I know we could do this a bunch of times, but
9.
so it'll be 9, and if I fail, it'll be 4.
Yep.
Okay, left to right. Ooh, 17 passed, but he dies. The one that was already injured. As he continues to try to come at you, a bunch of owls start pecking at him and just tear apart, and he falls to the ground in pieces. The next one fails, so takes 9 damage, does not die. The next one fails, and the one behind fails.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 damage to each of them. Ugh. God, it's
Some
so strong.
feisty owls.
Oh, some feisty owls. So the one that's behind will move back in. As it tries to bat away at the owls, it swings at you, there, Brother Rin, and gets
That's
20
Flugelhorn.
total. Oh, is that Flugelhorn?
Yeah.
All right, 20. That's a miss on you.
Brings my shield up again.
The other one brings its big axe down on you and gets 22.
There we go.
Finally connected. And does a total of 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You get to reduce that at all?
Nope.
Okay, the next one attacks Brother Rin. 15.
Miss.
The next one, 16.
Miss.
And the last one, 21.
Hit.
For 9
9 points.
bludgeoning damage.
And I gotta make a concentration check. 16. I'm good.
Oh, I would also have to make a concentration check.
For what? What do you have up?
Getting hit. My shield of faith.
Oh, Shield of Faith. It's up. Okay.
So that's just a D10.
9. So it'll be difficulty 10.
Yeah.
You
I
got
have
it.
plus 6.
You're good.
And I have the resilient con, so I have a proficiency in it.
Yeah. So you're good. You're good. Okay, that's them. Brother Rin.
Brother Rin.
So your owls are busy pecking away at all these orcs quite effectively, you can tell.
Yes. So I'm just gonna swing my mace at the take the guy on the edge. 18 plus 5 is 22.
Hit.
4 points of damage.
Ooh, not enough. Swing again. Do you have multi?
Nope, just
you
one
don't
attack.
have multi-attack as Rin. Don't want to disengage or back away and take
No,
a
I'm
bunch of opportunity
gonna
attacks?
I'm gonna hold my ground here so that
Professor
the line
Holberg,
doesn't break.
you do anything better than dodge?
I am. So right
You
over
you
here,
got your wits about you now?
I'm going to conjure up a little bubble acid and drop it on both of them.
Okay, is that
So
a save that I have to make?
dexterity saving throw.
What's the DC?
15.
So the one that's furthest over, who's very damaged, why don't you just roll the damage right now?
11 if you fail.
And if I pass,
It's
nothing?
cantrip.
So, sorry, DC is a dexterity
Dexterity.
15. Oh, I missed him. Dexterity's plus 1. 14, so he's died. That's 11 acid damage.
Whew.
And the other one, oh, nat 20. It is not.
Is that acid
So
splash?
the acid comes down, but the one is like, "Argh!" and jumps out of the way as it just dissolves the rest of that organ. It falls to the ground, it's twitching as owls are pecking at him, and acid's burning through
I
him.
didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you feel so sick to yourself. Mrs. Doubtwater.
All right. She's going to use minor illusion to form like some kind of
Work under the acid.
no, that a demon is going to kind of like start sprouting, like kind of its claws are going to come out from under the ground, and it's propping itself up from like from the underworld kind of thing.
Oh,
And
jeez.
start coming out from the ground.
Try to scare them.
Yeah, and
All
it's
right,
like it's
I'm
on
gonna-
fire as well.
So I got to do a perception check. And what's the DC?
15.
All right, so I'm going to do the two nearest ones who notice it. So the one that's closest fails, and the next one also fails. So they're going to be frightened.
Sure.
Is what I'll have them do, and that's what they're going to attack with disadvantage. And the orcs nearby, they start to and they start to look a little upset as well. Hey, anything else you want to do?
I'll actually just kind of move behind the
Oh,
demon.
don't step there. Don't step there. There's gooey there.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you
that one,
stepped
there's
on the
that one.
gooey orc.
Melted orc.
Mop it up. Mop it up.
Here, I don't have a demon handy, but you can use this to kind of mark where it is.
Oh dear, no, there's a demon. They have demons on their side.
And the orc
Screams.
All right,
Trying to kill a
Garrett.
demon.
Then I will.
All the orcs in front of you look hurt pretty badly.
all right. Well,
Like
let's
the
see
owls
if we
have
can
torn
finish
through
some
them.
of these guys off. Gonna go for that guy. 21.
Hit damage.
8.
8. Oh wow.
Oh, sorry.
No, no.
5. 5.
That would have been a
Oh, 5 does not
Seriously.
kill him. It so narrowly kills him, though. He
So we're
looks,
gonna-
he looks like there's barely anything left of him. Like, hardly anything.
He's dropped to one knee, and then I'll try to smash him again. Then.
Add your D4.
No, only once.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
only
that's
once?
the
Oh, okay.
first time.
Okay.
Within a minute.
So.
I see.
Did you do
It's
at
a
least
hit.
1 damage?
Yes.
Then you killed him. He had
So I
6 hit
bring it
points
down.
left.
I just crush him into the ground.
Whoa. Okay. So, we're into a new round. At this point, Zotinkle goes, "Send in the ogres!" And at this point, they open up the tent, and this huge ogre comes bounding out. Oof! And he like turns and just squashes this orc right here. And this one's like, "Argh!" and, just, "Argh!" and then he bounds out here. So he'll be acting at his own initiative.
Does he look as heavily armored as that guy?
Yeah, he's got all sorts of stuff all over him. He's got this
Sweet.
huge cleaver. So normally they have a great club, but this one's got a huge
Knock.
great sword. Knock. So he's going to act
He drops
here.
the thing. Runs away.
Yeah, so one ogre comes out. And now it's the orc's turn. So roll me 1 damage roll for the spirit weapon thingy.
Still your
Oh,
D8 again?
yep.
Let me go left to right.
8. I'm rolling
8, so 8 or 4?
8
Okay,
or
so
4.
actually passing this will make a difference then. So, orc on the left fails. What do I need to get? 16?
16.
That's 15. Fails. And for the last one, it doesn't matter. All 3 of them die. The last one only had 2 hit points, so even half was not enough. The other ones had 6 hit points, so half was enough. All right, so as they stand up to move, all of a sudden the owls just tear through them and they all fall to the ground. Brother Rin, you're up.
There's a demon next to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't look at it, dear.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
It has demonic in nature.
Yeah, there is a demon right there. Give me a quick perception check. Actually, what's your passive? It's 18, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know it's not a demon.
Oh, I know it's not a demon?
Yeah, you can tell it's not. You passively pass.
I'll just wryly smile.
Arcana, I would know it's not a demon either, right? What I know what it is?
It's more a perception check to see.
Oh, good.
Yeah, which...
I'm
When we get to your turn, if you want to know, we'll take a roll against it.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And bring it down on said ogre's head.
What's the range?
60 feet.
Oh, then you're good. That's 12 inches.
Yep.
Where you want to... Do you have one? Place it?
I don't have one.
I thought you had one.
I do have one. I own one, but I don't have it with me.
Well, that's a shame. Here,
I know.
use that.
And this is plus 8. 12?
Against the ogre?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I left the encounter looking up the spell. Ah, the ogre. 12 is a hit.
It is? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I'll take it.
Yeah.
8,
Yeah, they're big, so that kind
8 points of damage.
Okay. So it kind of slashes into the ogre and just grunts.
And that was a bonus action to cast Spirit Weapon.
Yes.
So as my regular action, I will take the dodge action.
Okay. Because you can also do a cantrip, like Toll the Dead.
No,
so
I
you-
don't want to be hit.
Okay. Just so you're aware. Hobart, you're up. It's not the ogre's initiative yet.
I'm brave.
So give me a quick perception check first. No. All right, you think it's a double.
My umbrella just
You attack. Okay, so as you go to attack it, your umbrella passes through it, and all of a sudden becomes translucent, and you become aware of the fact that it's an illusion.
Shift these little tinkle.
All right, that's your turn. Ogre's turn. Okay, move the ogre 40 feet, 8 inches. Hold on. Will it get him next to him?
Yeah.
All right.
Where's that?
Oh yeah, that looks like 8 inches. I think you're right. Okay, so this huge ogre comes bounding over and brings up this huge
You gotta
cleaver.
Take a test first.
Yeah, you got to make a save as he
Oh, you
enters
still
the-
have the things going through, right? Wisdom. He's not very good at this. 0. Literally 0.
Oh, jeez.
He takes 15.
Second one.
15. As it comes through, it's kind of batting away at the owls as they tear chunks out of its flesh. It doesn't seem like it's slowed down yet. And then it comes in for the attack. Now you dodged?
Yes.
So I got to do this with disadvantage.
That's right.
Neither of those would have hit.
Okay,
I rolled
I'll
a
take it.
Natural 2 and a natural 3. Yeah, and then at the same time, another one bounds out of the tent as well. 8 inches. Can you measure 8 inches from the tent?
Awesome.
It does not have the orc's ability to bonus action move in. So it's actually
I'll
just
back a
move
little
it. Move it 16 inches. Have it just dash towards Garrett. It doesn't care about Rin. It wants its own target.
Okay, if it passes through my 15 foot though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it failed.
So its movement would get cut by half, so it would slow
Isn't
down a
it
little
when
bit.
it starts and then when the movement is cut in half? I thought only the movement only gets affected
Well,
if it
as soon as
starts.
you
in it.
enter, you're taking the damage, and then at that point on your move, we have.
Oh, any movement
right.
you take. So it's
Well,
difficult
well,
terrain
yeah.
essentially.
Yep. So we'll move
That's
back
fine.
a
So
little
let's
bit.
move back a little bit. Yeah. How much damage?
Good?
12, 15.
15. Okay. So that's as far as it gets. After the ogres is Mrs. Doubtwater.
All right. She's going to kind of make the devil point its hand like it's going to shoot fire, and then she's going to cast Eldritch Blast twice on that ogre. 19 plus 7, it's a
That's
hit.
a hit. So the one that's right by Brother Rin?
Yeah. 14. No, sorry.
311?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
got 11.
11 damage.
Nice.
Plus the second one, it's a
Hit.
hit.
How much damage?
8 more damage.
Okay, those crash into it, and it looks pretty hurt at this point. After you, Mrs. Doubtwater, is Garrett. Flugelhorn!
I will run up to aid Ren and walk between them and kind of end up here and try not to get screwed by this. I will use my first attack on that ogre. Trying to bring my Morningstar down
Nice.
with a hit. And 5 damage.
On the one that he's been fighting already?
Yep.
Okay, you crash into it with your Morningstar. And then?
And again. That one! Woo! Woo! It's one of these kind of days.
Your Morningstar got kind of stuck in a piece of its armor, and so you had to tear it back out. And
That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so new round. The Zotinkle stands up and starts to bellow out, "Will there be no more challengers?" And at this point, the Eye of Grumsh steps out.
I will answer. These ogres are feeble.
Now, what initiative does he act at?
I'm going to glare at Zotinkle because he said something about he'll only send a few at a time. She.
At the same time, all the orcs over here are too afraid to jump in, but we get a couple more jumping on this side. I'm going to roll a new initiative for them.
Yeah. Good double. Good double.
17. All right, they're acting right away. Okay, so the first one bound towards Professor Hobart. He'll get there because he can bonus action move. So just put him right next. So it comes right up to you, Professor. 8.
That's miss.
You're too small. It's just like, BAM! This loud thud into the ground next to you. The next one actually heads over to Professor Hobart as well. He's too afraid to get near the
Is he going
ogres.
to go through my...
Yes. Fails the wisdom saving throw. Give me some damage.
17.
Go! He's dead. Oh, is he ever?
Runs
As he
up
tries to get there, on just what is this? And it just as he gets to you, falls right in front of Professor Hobart, just looking up.
Shredded.
He knew.
And it's just there's blood coming everywhere. And the other one will head over to Garrett.
So he makes to save as well.
Fails.
12.
You almost kill it. Such a strong spell. Swings at you. 7. That's a miss. Rin.
Okay, so I can move my hammer 20 feet, so
4 inches.
I think I can get there. Here, you want it? Just to the
Isn't
back.
it- isn't
Just,
it 30?
just to the back. No,
This will be square away.
is it a square way?
That's fine. That's good enough.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Has advantage on the attack.
as my bonus action, it takes that attack. It has advantage.
Yeah, well, you got it flanked, right?
Sure.
Kind of works.
19, 27.
Hit. Damage.
7.
Ouch! This ogre is looking nigh into death.
I will toll him. Toll the dead.
That is a what kind of saving throw?
That is a wisdom save, I believe.
Whoosh, -2. Well, 7. So D12 damage. You can kill him with this.
2d12 for my level.
You can easily kill him with this.
9.
He's dead. So as he's coming up and the owls are pecking at him, all of a sudden you just kind of hold your hand up and you hear that gong of a bell off in a distance, and his face goes gaunt as this green energy is pulled from him, and it just falls to its knees, and then boom, with a loud thud, lands on the ground next to him. And the crowd actually goes wild. The orcs are quite excited about this. Professor Hobart.
Alright, underneath that orc's feet, a bonfire is going to appear. He's going to conjure up a little fire under his feet, so it'll be dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
15.
Oh, I think I passed. Passed. I got 18. That's it.
That's it.
Okay. So he's like, fired! As it dances in its spot.
But it stays there.
Yeah. If it moves. It's only if it ends within 5 feet? Is that how it works?
And just move on it.
On it, okay. So it kind of does a little dance like that. The ogre goes next. So he redirects his run. Give me the damage. He, no, he still failed. His saving throw is way too high.
13.
No! Ouch! He moves next.
What do you want?
You know what?
He can only half move.
That's fine. He can get where he wants. He's going to you, Brother Rin. And then he gets only a 14 as he comes crashing down on you, as you dodge out of the way easily. And then after him is Mrs. Dettwater.
Oh, I just don't know what to do. There's just so many things. The devil looks at this orc over here, and seeing that the professor is in danger, I'm going to throw Eldritch Blast.
Double Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, double.
Miss. Try again.
9. Oh, come on.
That's
Yeah.
a hit. Damage? He looks pretty hurt already. He got pecked to death by those owls.
This one. 7 plus 4, 11
Yeah,
damage.
He's dead. Remove it. So all of a sudden, yes, you're standing there, Professor Holbert, and boom! This orc just goes flying to the ground, flying back like 10 feet as you blast connect with it. Okay, all of a sudden, the orc Eye of Grumsh. Let's see. Okay.
What?
So, the Eye of Grumsh moves forward and starts chanting. And traces a say. All of a sudden, this ghostly-looking spear appears next to Garrett. You recognize the spiritual weapon.
Where did you roll?
Spiritual weapon fight?
Not that.
Yeah. Ting, ting, ting.
Not scared.
Nothing happens. Okay, and then it attacks.
Oh.
21.
That's the AC.
Yeah, that's what it needs. And that will do 9 force damage.
And I need to make a save, and I make it.
4. Oh, the concentration
Concentration.
saving throw. Yeah, concentration. Do one more thing. Yeah, and then as it does this, it kind of pulls out one of its javelins and hurls it at you too, Garrett.
Sweet.
It is sweet. 15. You just kind of hold up your shield and just it connects off of that. And that's its turn. Garrett, you're up.
And I will wheel around to see this ogre that is being flocked by owls. And, yeah, just take a swing. And,
Is a little armor class?
Not too hard to hit.
11.
It's a hit.
Okay, I will. I think it's time to pop Divine Smite. I will burn
Add
a
some
spell
damage.
slot. Yeah. And that is 2d6?
2d8.
2d8. Okay. Can I
I think it's 8.
Yeah,
I might be wrong.
it's 2d8.
Yeah.
You can always correct
Can I
it
borrow a
later
d8?
Absolutely, you can borrow mine enough. I borrowed yours enough.
9, 17 plus 4, so
21.
21 damage. So you take your Morning Star, and it's like, as you chant a little prayer, you see it glow, and just BAM! Right into the ogre's side. You can hear all sorts of bones crunching as it digs deep in. It doesn't go down yet, but it looks
Okay.
very winded.
Why'd you roll 3d8?
Because
One for the weapon.
one for the weapon.
One for the weapon, and then 2d8. Swing again.
Olara, help me! And 14.
Hit.
Come on!
Ugh.
Another 1 for 5.
Yeah, well, you kind of, that's the damage you did yanking it out of him. So you're like, BAM! Cracks into the side, and you find it gets stuck, and then you're like, "Ugh," and it just pulls out some of its insides with it. And you can see it like, its insides are now starting to stream out, but it's still alive as it's like, "Ugh," as it's struggling to stay standing. New round. That orc, wisdom saving throw,
Yep.
failed.
16.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Stop, stop!
No point in using
You know it's going to be a
attacks.
long fight. Just pop that thing at the beginning and doing a ton of damage. Well, that was the orcs. Brother Rin.
Okay, I'm going to move. Can I get my hammer to this guy?
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
20 feet, yeah.
I'm going to do that. So, spiritual hammer on him for my bonus action, which is a 25
Yep.
for a total of 8 points of damage.
Okay, so it crashes into him, but it kind of deflects it a little bit. With this
And
big
then I'll toll the dead on the ogre.
8 points of damage, you said?
8 from the hammer, yeah.
Okay.
On the Eye of Grumman.
Ogre. Oh, yeah. 9.
18.
It's dead. And so the same thing happens. You just kind of turn and you see the energy drain out of it as it goes gone. Oh, boom! And it lands to the ground, and all the orcs start to go wild. We're going to finish this round before we summon anything else. Professor Hobart.
Okay, I was told to stay close. And then we're gonna conjure a bonfire over here under the guy's feet.
Hot, 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 hot. 12.
You're going to take a 16 fire.
Is 2d8 damage?
Yeah.
You guys are strong at level 5. Yeah, so it's like, you see it, it's like, you can see it light, it's a cloak lights on fire, and it has to like throw it off, but before that you can see that it's burned it pretty bad. So that was super effective. Campfire was super effective. Who knew? The ogre is dead. Mrs. Detwater.
All right, the demon once again points out his hand, and then it does Eldritch Blast twice.
Into, obviously.
Yeah. It's a hit. 7 damage.
Okay,
9 plus 7, 16.
that's a hit.
9 damage.
Not dead. It's not far from it.
I think this demon's on our side. And then she's gonna move right to here.
Stay close.
Stay close for the purples.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I have Grumsh's turn. Tell me I've got something that is...
Like fireball? Lightning bolt?
No, it doesn't. Not that high level spellcaster.
A lightning bolt would be rough.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. More a spiritual advisor than a fighter.
Advisor approach?
Spiritual.
Put me on burning hands.
Yeah, that would be awesome. None of those. Nothing useful for. So it moves back, and it starts to chant. Now you will face the mighty Urklog! And that's when these two guys and the big guy walk on. And the spiritual weapon attacks Garrett. 14. And then it actually casts resistance on itself. So it just does a little witch doctor dance to protect itself.
I don't think so, dear. Counterspell.
It's just a cantrip.
Oh, is it? Okay, never mind then.
It's not that good.
Not doing it.
I mean,
If you want to use a level 3 spell to stop
No,
resistance,
never mind. Not doing that.
they can add D4 to a saving throw of their choice.
all it does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all that does?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Saving it. Saving it.
Don't waste it.
Okay.
I'm like, nope. This would be better uses for that.
It sounds cool.
It sounds
Resistance sounded. I'm like, oh, I don't
You
want
think
to
it'd
do
be like
that.
it has resistance to damage?
Right.
No, it's D4.
Okay.
Not even like cast this as a reaction. It's like, no, you got to cast it preemptively. Okay, we're gonna roll initiative. Oh, actually, I already have initiative for those guys. So where did they fit in? Goodness.
probably before me.
Wait, maybe the same time.
Well, that's true.
Okay. That was so Garrett, your turn.
I'm being alarmed. Oh, geez, we're having some sort of camera.
What's going on?
It looks like the HDMI connection. Double check all the connection points. I will.
But I'm still there. What do you mean?
It's
Is it flickering?
it's yeah. Sorry, this is the worst part. No.
Don't worry. I'll be
If I walk away from the spiritual weapon, do I take a opportunity attack?
No, because he's chosen you not to be hurt by it.
Okay.
No, you're talking about
No, he's talking about the spear. The spiritual weapon doesn't get attacks of.
You know what?
If you let them come down.
I will turn around, hold the ground, and try to point at the big scary guy in the end. I will say, I command you to stop, but I'm not going to cast command. I'm going to cast hold person.
I like that.
They're humanoid.
So that is a wisdom save.
Yeah, it's a humanoid. This will paralyze him.
Yep.
12.
It would be 13.
Oh! So he's paralyzed, but he can repeat that at the end of each of his turns?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he's just like... "Grrr." And he holds still. Now, paralyzed... What kind of thing? He can't move or speak. Oh, that's important. Okay. I was going to have him speak.
Okay.
So he just kind of... You can feel its unseen forces holding him in place.
strong impression that she cast silence.
What?
That's true. Yeah, put it on Zotinkle. It's like, shut up, Zotinkle!
Oh!
All this time,
Actually,
right?
don't have it.
Okay, that was Garrett. So we go to the next round. And these two big guys move forward. Now they can move and they can bonus action move as well. So we'll move one next to each of them. One next to Rin, one next to Garrett. So attacking, first off, yeah. The one next to Rin fails, the one next to Garrett passes.
11.
So, hold on, what's there?
Oh no. I just
It's concentration.
yeah. So my shield of faith drops.
That's okay.
Oh, because you can only have one concentration at a time.
You probably kept a fair amount of damage. Over the
Yeah,
battle.
I was gonna do it on him, but I'm like, he casts spells. He probably has a high whiz.
Yeah, so they kind of ignore the flocks of owls as they go in. They get a couple of chunks are torn away, but these ones are much, much heavily armored. They're wearing what looks to be something equivalent to plate armor. So they don't look like they'll be too easy. So the one comes in and swings with his... one of them has a great axe, one of them has an axe and shield, which makes them even harder to hit. So we'll start with the one with just the axe, attacking Brother Rin. And he gets a 13.
Nope.
Swings again and gets an 11.
Nope.
The one with the great axe attacks Garrett, gets a 23.
Oh, I'm at 19 now, so that definitely hits.
With his great axe, only does 5 damage. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Don't mind that.
Swings again and only gets 10. You lucky bug. And that's their turn. But yeah, they seem pretty strong. For their in, what do you do?
I'm going to move my hammer onto the Eye of Grumsh again. 15.
It's a hit. Oh wait. Miss.
Okay. And I will cast. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the orc in front of me with the shield.
Concentration save is 10.
Yeah.
Whew, I rolled
Unless
a 4.
you've taken more than 10 damage.
No, I took. Okay,
What's
so
your total then?
I just got 10.
13 for my wisdom saving throw.
Nope, not enough. 13 damage.
This is the one on you.
Yeah. Because he took damage from.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So you're doing the d12s. But yeah, they're both hurt. Just one was less hurt than the other. Yeah, that hurt him pretty bad. Bypassed that nice high AC. So you can see that some of the energy is pulled out of his. It angers him quite badly. Hobart.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to conjure a bonfire and read this thing again.
Sorry, give me a second. I'm just switching up the music. So it's getting too repetitive.
Shield guy.
Well, they've both been damaged, technically.
Sorry, what do we do?
Dexterity saving throw on the little mage thing. Something like bonfire.
4.
7 damage.
He dies. He burns to death. He's like, boom, falls over.
I burned the witch.
Yeah, you burned the witch.
What was that deer?
You don't feel uncomfortable about that at all.
I'm going to move a little bit. Oh, just.
He's like, out of my way!
Mrs. Dutwater.
You can move right through.
Oh,
You're up, Mrs. Dutwater.
I'm gonna go right to Garrett and be like, "Get back in the game, dear. Get back in the game." Give him a little bit of guidance, and then go right behind my master.
Master. Okay. It's this guy's turn, and he has to see if he can get out of his paralysis. 13. He passes?
Like just, yeah.
Not until the end of his turn. So.
Yeah, it's the end of the turn that he does that. So he kind of shrugs it off, and this bell is. And at this point, actually no, not yet. We got to finish the round. He's dead. Garrett, you're up.
Okay. Well, I will go for. Now, did you do damage to the guy with the shield? More damage?
Yes.
Yeah. So I will just move
Move
over
in,
to
just
him
kind of like.
and bring justice down upon him for a lot.
He's got a shield and plate armor. So you tell me what you got. What you think is a lot?
17 base plus 7.
Yeah, that's it.
24?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not AC 25.
One again. 5 damage.
Woo! Garrett, limp arrow, Hugo hard.
Bam. And
Whacking
17.
17 is a miss.
Okay.
So he manages to pull up his shield and just crashes into it with your Morning Star.
Have you ever been hit with a limp with a wet noodle?
Just
Wet noodles hurt, especially when they're wet.
Awesome. Okay.
Awesome.
At this point, you hear a disturbance coming from that way. The forest is actually this direction, by the way. This is west, and that is east.
So is this more camp then?
Yeah, there's more camp that way.
More camp.
And as you look over and just glance over your shoulder, you notice there's a fire, that a bunch of the yurts are on fire. And Zotinkle all of a sudden stands up, looks over at you guys with a wink. There's a fire! Go put out the fire! I command you all to go and put out the fire!
Okay.
and a bunch of the orcs are just like, "Arr, arr, arr," and a bunch of them at the back. So just clear out like half of the ones in the back, and clear out half of these as well. All disappear to go put out the fire as they run off to go put out the fire.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's good. That's good. Hey, put it back.
That was a dead guy.
Oh, he was dead guy.
That's from the, yeah.
Okay, so he's dead guy. All right, so a bunch of them go off. The other ones are kind of standing around a little dumbfounded and confused as to what is going on. And angrily, they all jump in. So I have the rest of them all step in.
They just assume we started the fire, even though they're fighting us.
They're just
We
it's
didn't
getting caught up
start
in the fight.
fire.
I think
Was it
the
Ryan?
Elves does.
They actually all know it's an illusion.
No, I meant from the owls.
Oh, well, we'll get to their
It's not
turn.
close enough yet, are they?
Well, when we get to their turn, we'll do it.
Oh,
This was
15?
not their turn. This is just me place them into the fight.
Okay.
Let's roll a new initiative for them. Hey, finally got lower than somebody else.
Me?
Nope.
No.
Damn.
That's
I
impossible.
get
man.
lower than a 1.
They can't get lower. They're a plus
That's
1
true.
dex,
I
so
can tell.
they're not getting lower than a 1.
Sorry.
Okay. So, new round. The two big guys are going. First one swinging. Oh yeah, they did start to turn there.
Maybe they'll die.
Hooty hoo!
All right. So the one passes. 16's a pass, right? Unless he has a minus. Hold on. Nope,
You stop with
16.
ones.
6.
6.
3 if they make their save.
So the one takes 3, the other one takes 6. So the one on the left, this one over here, failed. That one passed.
Okay.
Okay, so the one swings his axe at you, Brother Rin.
Yes.
17.
Miss.
Goodness, you guys in here. Why does this keep stopping? I said loop. You should be able to play in the background. It won't loop when it's there, so I might have to switch the audio. And then it swings again. 20.
That's a hit.
All right, so this one will do 9 slashing damage.
9.
And then the other one swings its huge great axe at you there, Garrett. It gets a 15. Swings it again. And 7.
All right, I am okay.
Those guys are awesome! Look at them go! Brother Rin, you're up. Did you do a Constitution saving throw?
I just did.
You passed it, obviously.
I'm going to bring the hammer down on this guy. Maybe not. 11 on the orc.
11's a miss. On the orcs? Oh, wait. The regular orcs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or the big guys in front of you?
This guy right here.
Sorry, I wasn't looking. No, 11's a miss.
Okay. And I will toll the dead on the guy in front of me.
Let's bypass his high armor. will
Helena
you?
calls for you.
Natural 1. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
14.
Yeah, he's dead. Yep. That one die would have finished him off. He just falls to the ground. You can see him shaking as his arms they shrivel up right in front of you, and it becomes super gaunt, and then just crumples to the ground, just kind of convulsing on in front of you. And that's your turn.
That is my turn.
All right, it's the orc's turn. We're gonna just do me one roll, please, for damage.
Sure.
So this doesn't take forever. I know it's 1 per because it's not an area effect. It's each
10.
one of them. You're doing 10, so 10 and 5. Okay, so let's move the one next to Rin. He passes. Okay, hold on, I got it somehow. Oh boy, what did I just do to myself? You. That's not too bad actually. And then so he passes. Next one will move next to Rin. Fails. Next one moves next to Rin. Passes. Oh wait, 16, right?
For the save, 16, yes.
Yeah, okay, so he passes. Next one will move up. Fails. The next one will move. You know what? Let's have this one move up to Mrs. Detwater. Oh yeah, that's close enough. He fails. Oh, that one was right next. Okay, let me do some attacks now. The rest of them won't be there. So we're gonna start over here. One on to Garrett. 24.
Okay.
And this one will do 9 damage.
Yikes.
And then 3 more on Brother Rin. First one. Oh, it's 23.
That's it.
Show is. But now these ones are just armed with regular weapons and shields. So we're looking at 8 damage.
That might have broke my concentration.
You fail it.
It's con save, right?
Yeah, what's your plus 3?
Plus 3, so 11. That's okay.
You're good, you're good. The
And
next
how much
one,
was that one, sorry?
9 damage.
9.
The next one hits you as well.
Yep.
It also does 9 damage. Give me another concentration.
It's okay.
Now we can't drop this thing, can we? And the other one, ooh, nat 20! Booyah! Not that I'm excited to kill you or anything. I don't want to try to kill you.
She's a little excited there.
10 damage.
Not bad.
I rolled low. You pass your constitution, but you take 10 damage. How you looking there?
Horrible.
Not too good. One attack against Professor Hobart. 9 to hit.
That's a miss.
Had
No,
you not
sorry.
buffed me with hit points
Did I say 9?
and my false life, I would be.
Okay, I don't remember what I rolled, but I'm looking at the
Roll
die.
again.
Actually, I'm like, that wasn't. I was like, I hit him.
None of those are 9s.
I know. I said. In my mind, I'm like, I hit him, but then I said, so I'll just say it was a 9 because I don't actually remember. I may have touched the die afterwards. So then the next one attacks Mrs. Detwater and gets a 15.
Oh, that's a miss.
Ooh, it's a miss.
That-
Next one goes up to Professor Hobart, and with advantage, swing-a-roonies. So, 16.
Oh, I shield.
So you block it.
Yeah.
And the other one will move up and attack.
Just put up your umbrella.
Professor Hobart as well. So move that one up next, Professor Hobart. But it will be in range for the spirit, the thing. So it fails its saving throw. And you do how much damage?
10.
Oh, because we're still done that one. That's right. And then it attacks you, and gets a total of 19. Does your shield stop that?
Yes, it does.
Nice. And then we have one more, who's going to move and it's going to bonus action get around. I think he's going
And
to
he dies right here.
He fails, but he doesn't die. Okay, that's the orcs. Because he had to use his he needed all 3 dashes to get there. Brother Ren, what are you gonna do?
Cry. Okay, so where's the? Can I get to this guy? No, not quite. And I will toll the dead. Well, no. How's your hit points?
17 of 49.
Oof. Not feeling great.
And how did the orcs look like another round of my owls? Well,
It depends on how you roll, right? Because some of them passed, some of them didn't, so they only took half the 10 damage.
I could vampiric touch to get myself out of trouble, but then I would lose my.
You lose what? Your spiritual thing? Well, the owl thing?
Did I kill an orc?
I don't drop that.
Oh, I should have gained 9 temporary hit points.
What?
Every time I kill something, I get 9 temporary hit points.
You killed one?
Yeah, I think.
Nice.
Oh, you've done it a couple times.
Oh, okay, so.
So, but you don't. Remember, they don't add.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go back to 9 temporary hit points.
That's pretty sweet.
Wonder what to do?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast cure wounds on myself. I think, because if I go down, it's.
See you later, alligator.
You can always heal yourself, right? And you guys aren't wounded.
They're small and wily, or just been out of combat.
Okay, I'm gonna do a second level healing word, so that's just a bonus action on me and heal myself.
Not bad. You're on
nice.
maximum.
8 and plus 5 is
13.
13. And then
You can still toll the dead then.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a cantrip.
that's the plan here.
Which one do you want to toll?
This big guy.
All right. He fails.
So he takes
2d12.
8.
Ugh, that's too bad.
I don't know.
It's not dead, but he looks pretty hurt. As you draw some of the energy out of him.
And
Orcs.
That's it.
Wait, what? Didn't the orcs just go?
They did.
The new orcs went.
Yeah. I think did I do the orcs before you? Did you go? Did you get to go twice?
No.
Oh, so you should have gone before the orcs.
Oh,
So, whoops.
that's okay.
Yeah, Hobart. Because I'm like, orcs! I'm like, wait. They just went.
How you looking?
I'm back up to 27.
You can't really see him through the forest of orcs. You're kind of surrounded right now. Not feeling too happy about it.
I have to see. I can't see.
Well, you can. I'm just trying to say that
I'm gonna
you're
levitate.
distracted. Remember, if you move him out of the way, then it's opportunity.
I know it's move. Well, things move from the opportunity to action. You have to move the opportunity.
You're just gonna float him up and leave me
I'm
alone.
gonna keep him about
Sweet.
15 feet above the orcs.
Can you lift me with levitate, or do I have to use it as my movement?
No, I'm gonna let you straight up. You can, if you push up, we're using a float at whatever level I keep you at.
Yeah, I'm
you
just not sure if
straight
you
down?
can raise me or if I have to raise myself.
No, I levitate. When I cast levitate, I will raise the object or the person.
Oh, okay.
Up to 20 feet, but I'll keep you just out of reach of the orcs, but within 15 feet of
Up to
everything.
20 feet, remains suspended there for duration. Unwilling creatures can try to stop it.
Yep.
No, I'm willing.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That's awesome.
Rin's gonna float in the
And
air.
it's not my movement, so it
Nope,
doesn't
you're
affect
just
an
no
attack or
opportunity.
opportunity.
It's just floating right
20
there.
feet in the air. Yeah, puts
Up
you
to 20.
15.
I want to keep him within 15 of everything over here.
Oh, right. Well, that's actually what it would be. Even if you move 20, you'd still be 15 feet away from their heads, right? Because they're at least 5 feet tall. We have some sort of stand we can put them on.
Dice
have-
tower.
Dice tower, there we are.
Okay, you want
So,
these?
do you yell to warn him? Because otherwise he might be unwilling. Wrong guy.
Floating orc.
So let's role play this out, because I don't think Rin would be willing to just start floating away without knowing what's going on.
I would.
In other words, he'd take a Constitution
yell?
saving throw.
I say 10 to fly, brother.
Good enough for you?
Sure.
All right, so you float up. Because otherwise he has to do a Constitution saving throw. Because he wouldn't be
I'm pretty
willing.
wise. I think I can see what the strategy that's happening here.
But you don't know it's him. You're just like fighting, all of a sudden you're like, whoa! You start floating away.
I just see him and I'm like, oh
But
boy.
if he shouts some warning, then that's fine. We'll leave it at that.
I do kind of feel sorry for Garrett being left behind in the mob.
If I
he'll
do
be
what I'm
fine.
gonna do, I don't
He'll be
hear what I'm doing.
fine.
Fine.
You're fine. Okay, so that's Hobart. Mrs. Doubtwater.
All right, let's do Eldritch Blast from the devil.
No,
into-
it's a ranged attack, so you have
It's
disadvantage.
coming from you. Yeah.
You could try to tell me all you want that it's coming from the devil. but it's
Yeah,
actually coming from you.
it's disadvantage.
The devil
there.
did it.
The devil did it.
Is it just like chilling over there?
It's all disadvantage there.
Yeah, because it's ranged attacks.
You don't have that arms a Hadar spell, do you?
Hit him with your broom. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe just
Matthew.
dodge it then.
What does that spell do?
Which one?
You need bonus actions?
Okay,
Up one.
Sonic pattern. I just stopped them in their thing, in their track.
A hypnotic pattern would be really good.
It's just one creature though.
I think it's any that can see it, isn't it?
You
Isn't
created.
it an AoE?
Oh, it's 30-foot cube. Yeah. Okay, I'll do. Whoa.
It might be us too.
TWS too, eh?
We there the pattern of each creature. Yeah, each creature though.
Yeah, 30-foot cube. You can probably get these three.
Yeah, you become charmed. You're incapacitated while you're charmed.
That's okay, but that's part of the party too though.
No,
Yeah.
you can get these three and get nobody and just them. We won't get anybody anymore.
Does that
Third
include
levels.
you though?
Nope.
Third level spell just hit 3 guys. That's up to
What if you
you.
put it like right down here and 30 feet this way, right? It's a 30-foot cube.
Then you get
So the
six,
big guy's
three
gonna
again.
have to go around though. He can't come through, or he'll get affected by it.
It's not worth it then. I can do mirror image of myself. Create 3 of myself.
It doesn't stop him from going through it. It's only the people that are in it at the time.
Oh, at the time of casting.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you got there.
Maybe create 3 of my
You
own
can
self.
run away from combat or just go for the disadvantage. Disengaging and running and, or shoot.
Oh yeah, I'll disengage.
Okay, go ahead and move. Disengage as an action, then move as a move.
And then we'll go to here.
Awesome. All right, big guy's turn. Oh, does he have anywhere he can fit?
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
You did?
And he just kind of comes up, and he just kind of growls as he's looking through for an opening. What?
Test.
Oh, right. Oh, no, you're up in the air. So he's not within 15 feet anymore. We're using measuring tapes now. So it's no longer this
Because it'll
big
be the
block.
orb.
It'll be a circle around him, so.
I think those guys around me would still get hit. But
Yes,
yeah,
they will,
this guy
when it's their turn.
No.
Okay, Garrett.
I will use my action to, I don't know, I guess pat myself on the back and lay on hands. And I will give
How many are you
myself.
gonna use? All of them?
I'm going to use 24 of 25.
Save that last one for...
Possible.
Bring it to
Wake up.
Wake up, man.
Do I really have to tap this one at a time? Oh my goodness, what am I doing?
Excuse me.
Just remember you got one.
Choke my drink.
Yeah, this is awful. Stop!
No, you gotta be able to write 24 and then heal. You can, I know you can.
This guy looks
wait.
big.
So yeah, I will heal 24 hit points. And
You look really good again.
I guess I will use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself again.
Bump you up 2 AC.
Yup. One spell slot left.
Okay, after Garrett, it's a new round. The big guy against Garrett, swinging down with this huge...
Can I hit him?
Oh, that first. He fails.
13.
Oof. He's pretty hurt, but it's not dead. Okay, so now he attacks. Makes 2 attacks with his great axe. 8 and 14. Nope, 12. Doesn't matter. Garrett, I missed you twice. Just to let you know.
I'm still trying to deal with
Still
it.
adding my hit points, man.
Like, why?
Removing blade hand points.
Oh, I see. Oh, you really got to do those one at a time? Because is it like show all the squares?
Oh,
You gotta,
man.
click, 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 click.
And I keep clicking and the thing goes all over.
Just have
the
it be
place.
the highlighted as how many are left. It just like highlight one. Okay, so that was that one. Rin, you're up before all the orcs.
All right. So I will.
You're out of range to attack with any of your weapons.
Well, this is gonna come over and club this guy for my bonus action. 23.
Hit. Damage.
5.
Okay.
Pardon me, 6. 6.
Okay. Still alive.
And then I will. I'm gonna toll the dead on.
He passes. 18.
I'll shoot. Okay.
18, yeah, 18.
I can't move, so yeah.
All right, it's their turn. Roll me a damage, please. Just once.
Just once.
Yeah, that way we can do this fast.
16.
Ooh, that makes a difference. So it's 8 if they pass. All right. Oh, goodness. How do I do this? You know, I'm just going to point at my paper. All right, so, and I'll tell you which ones to remove.
Yep.
Oh, no, okay, you know what? These ones die no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 2 die. And that one dies. And that one dies.
This one?
Yeah, they only had 5 hit points left. So I really just got to roll for the ones that have enough to stay alive. He dies. He dies. One more. And he dies. Okay, so those 3 that are closest, 1, 2, 3, they all die from the flock of birds. The owls tear through them.
Thank you, Ren.
At this point, as you glance over, you notice Zotinkle is off of his little tower.
I'm about to levitate him right there.
Stay right there. Zotinkle. Okay, so the rest of the orcs that are still alive, the one will attack Professor Hobart. 16, I want to say.
Okay, so that's my question. I gotta try to check this out.
16.
So the new round
Oh, yeah.
starts, but my turn hasn't come up yet. Do I have mage armor up or
What-
not? Sorry, shield up or not?
What is? I think shield says until your next turn. I'm pretty sure it lasts until your turn.
Okay, so it doesn't miss then. It doesn't make your my next
Miss.
turn.
Okay, and then the other one will move next to you.
Person keeps it open.
Sure.
Up.
And because it's flanking you, it gets 20.
No.
Oof. It's got a big axe. 12 damage.
No, I said no.
Oh, no.
You missed me. I'm
I said, I think I said, did it miss you?
Okay.
Oh.
Or maybe I said, I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
You
It
missed.
misses
You
you.
missed.
And
All right, so
Right,
you
doesn't-
got this arcane shield around you that is like boom, 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 and you're just like, ah, as you look up around these huge orcs over top of you. Hobart. Speaking of Hobart.
Okay, well, I can't conjure a bonfire. We're gonna still
Why is it
acid.
concentration for
It's
the?
concentration for
I
the
see.
bonfire.
You don't want him to fall back
And
down.
it'll just drop some acid on that orc right there. So like dexterity.
You get to do it to both of them? Or
I
just-
can't. They have to be
Oh,
the
they
five
do it
each
from
other?
5 feet.
Yeah,
16, 17.
that's a pass. Nothing happens.
Pass. Okay. This is Deadwater.
Let's go to here and Eldritch Blast the big guy.
Big guy.
Biggest guy.
The big guy.
Big guy.
All right, bring it.
17 plus 7, it's a hit.
Hit. Goodness.
10 damage.
All right.
Second one, 9, 16.
16's a hit.
Woo! 11.
Only because he's not wearing a shield. Okay. Smashes into him twice. It's crash, crash, and he looks over at you specifically.
Oh dear.
That was your turn? Ah, it's its turn. So it's going to come into that bubble. It's ignoring the birds, and it passes its wisdom saving throw. How much damage? We're going to do a new one here.
15.
So 7.
7.
So it just kind of bats him aside and comes in, and you see that it has this huge claw in its one hand and a big, what looks like it's probably a two-handed great axe, except he's wielding it with one hand.
Well,
he
he
get-
through.
He moves, and as a bonus action, can move again.
Oh, so he's going around. Okay.
Yeah, so he's fine even with the half movement.
Try.
So he's going to smash down with his big axe first.
Okay. Miss.
13.
Woo! Missed.
And then he takes the clawed hand. It's just like it just looks like an extended version of his own hand, and it rakes across you.
Miss again.
16.
That's a hit. My AC 60.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I only rolled a 1 there, but I get to add another d8 because of Grumsh's fury. So 12 damage
12?
of claw across your face damage.
That's the
Slashing
worst
damage.
kind of damage.
Slashing damage.
Okay, it's not working. But as a reaction, Hellish Rebuke.
How much damage? Or do I have
Dex, yeah, Dex 15.
So you're in the wrong spot.
I pass.
Oh,
Do damage?
yeah, half as much. It's 4d10.
Oh, you're using your highest. Oh, yeah. 'Cause
I have
Is
to.
the highest
Yeah.
for being a
Can I
warlock.
have 2 more d10,
I
please?
don't have two more.
just roll them over and over again.
Oh, okay.
You can have these two.
There you go.
They're the
Oh yeah.
10.
Percent.
Oh, the
percentile
10s,
ones.
yeah. Is that a 9?
Yep.
9 and 9 is 18.
So 19.
19 damage.
19. Oh, but half of that. So 9 damage.
9 damage.
So just this fire kind of envelops him, but then it just, as it dissipates, it's still glaring at you like it didn't care about the fire at all. It looks still fine. You can't even tell he's hurt. Except for, there's a few scratches from the owls and there's a couple burn marks on his
Pull my arm
armor.
first. Yeah.
That is its turn. Yep, okay. And Garrett.
I will try to murder the guy who's standing in front of me still. Huh. The 23.
That's a hit. Hey, you didn't roll a 1!
Woo! 7.
That hurts him. He's not dead, though, but he looks like he's nigh onto it. He kind of goes down to one knee.
And
You
again.
swing again.
For 11.
Yeah, you just crash into his plate mail.
Oh, that's. Yeah.
Bam! And he just kind of gets back up. Ugh. And it's his turn.
Sorry, that was actually 13. I can
He
math.
crit passes. Not that that makes a difference there. So half damage.
9.
He's dead. Only have 3 hit points left. He gets back up. Ugh. He starts to bring it up. And then a bunch of owls just start pecking at his face, and one of them just tears out one of his eyeballs, and he just falls to the ground,
Beautiful.
screaming very unorkly.
Oh, does this guy have to take a test for the devil being there? Oh, he did?
No. Oh, maybe the devil.
He doesn't care. Sorry.
Cares not about your devil, sir.
I think whatever. I'll take care of that after I get through this old lady.
Fair enough.
I want to take a constitution check to see if it's still there.
Does minor illusion require concentration?
That must, right?
It's
No, it
a
does not.
cantrip.
Minor
Not
illusion?
necessarily.
It does not. No concentration.
Nice.
What?
Just
How
lasts
long
for a
does it?
minute.
Okay.
10 rounds, which we're probably getting close to. Rin. You're still floating up there. You don't have any control over that.
Like
Yep.
5?
Jeez.
Like 5 rounds?
Probably. I don't know.
Can I ready an action but still trigger a bonus action?
As an action, you can ready an action, yes. So you can still do a bonus action.
Okay, so the bonus action, I'll have the hammer attack there. 25.
Hit.
13.
Dead. Ready to move it.
And then I'm going to ready my channel divinity path to the grave, and I say, Garrett, go for the big one, and I will ready to do my channel divinity just before Garrett's turn.
Meaning, okay, what does it do? Like, how do you want to trigger it, and what does it do?
So when just before Garrett begins to move for the big guy, I will channel divinity on the big orc path to the grave, which will make him vulnerable to all Garrett's attacks.
Also, you just want to make sure that it's his and not somebody else's. Okay. You don't trust Hobart or Deadwater to do lots of damage?
We've got something lined up.
Okay, I see. So vulnerable. Okay, so you're basically, so your trigger is him attacking the war chief, and just before that you interrupt it and do Path to the Grave. Got it.
Try to kill him first.
Yeah, take him out. It's like Derek with his lightning, right? As soon as he puts lightning on, somebody else kill it. He's like, come on!
We have to. It's the right
I
thing
know,
to
I know. Next would be the orcs. The orc. He's not close enough for the test.
Zeor.
Oh, he hits you. That's 23.
do. I'll let that happen then.
You let that happen?
I will allow that.
I will allow that. 8 damage.
Okay.
Crashes into you.
Wind's still in the air.
It's even if that goes away, you float
You
gently.
float down slowly, yeah.
Yeah, you float gently to the ground.
just-
It's not like BAM! Otherwise, it could be like lift enemies up. Just drop.
I will,
Lift
that'd be-
enemies
That
up,
would be
drop.
great.
Still, it'd be great for an enemy just to be floating there in the air. You're like, ha ha! Okay, whose turn is it? That was the orcs. So, Professor Hobart.
Stab him with your umbrella.
Right. I'm going to.
He's not hurt. That one's not hurt
I'm
at all.
going to conjure a bonfire right here, and Rin slowly floats to the ground.
Because the one's concentration.
Sorry. Yeah, they're both concentration.
1, natural 1.
Oh, wrong guy.
Do your damage.
Hot foot.
2d8.
3.
3. Nice. Tight.
Tight like a toy gun.
It's so tight.
Noise.
Noise.
Okay.
Stellar.
This is Doubtwater.
How damaged does he look?
Hey, you can't tell. He doesn't look damaged at all. Except he's got burn marks on him and little scratches. But when you look at him, you don't get the impression at all like he's hurt.
All right. So her eyes are going to slowly start to burn. Like, damage me, will ya? And fireball.
Like fireball?
Firebolt?
No, it's fireball.
You're gonna hit everybody then.
Oh, wait, will I?
Yeah, it's a 15-foot radius.
Oh, never mind.
And
Okay.
it hurts bad.
Oh, yeah, because everyone else is in my way.
And it would be you too. It would also hit you.
Only if you center it on him.
I mean, you can aim like right here, I guess.
Yeah, you could aim it like this direction.
Never
so you're like,
mind.
aim it fireball. To the
Oh, yeah,
side.
20-foot radius. Never mind. That.
Yeah, that's a group attack.
Never mind. I don't want to do that, but I do. Okay, I'll just...
Don't hurt me. Nobody hurts me but me.
explosion. Okay,
Zontakel's just left standing there.
Guys.
I'll just, once again, disengage.
Run away.
Dip, 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 dip,
Good
dip, 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 dip.
It's the Chief's turn. So he turns around to deal with Rin. Because he doesn't have much of a choice. He's going to move off of the fire.
What?
Yeah. What? Why would he do that?
Why would he do that?
Swings with his huge axe first.
Wait a second. How's...
What?
Okay, I thought he was going before him. I thought he already went. He's calling it out of turn yet.
Nope.
Am I misunderstanding this?
I go after that guy.
Yeah, he's last.
Oh, I'm
he's
sorry,
dead.
dropping you.
He's dead last. That one. So the axe just kind of buries into the ground, and then he swings at you with a big claw.
Mm-hmm.
That one's a 19.
That is hit.
So that'll be this much plus that much. 14 slash across your face damage. Bam! You just feel like all sorts of blood going across your face as the claw connects.
I will use my channel divinity, which is Rebuke the Violent. And he has to make a wisdom
Is
save.
this a reaction?
Yeah. And if he fails, then he takes all of that radiant damage.
So this is when somebody does damage to an ally within a certain number of
Yep.
feet, you can reaction do this.
Mm-hmm.
5.
So what do you do, just 14?
14.
14.
So he takes 14 radiant.
So he goes, and as it does it, a big flash of light comes out, and he staggers back for a moment, clutching his hand. That's a 14. He's starting to look hurt. Actually, wait, hold on, did I do that math right? Just seemed like a big jump. Yeah. Whew. Ouch. Yeah, he looks hurt at this point. He looks hurt. Not majorly hurt, just hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That was the chief. Get it?
I will my 6 inches get behind him? I think it will.
When you ready in action, is there any kind of saving throw when you take damage?
No,
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
He readied in action.
Yeah.
So ready, you wait. You must decide.
Oh, I have to make my my check for concentration on the birds, which I passed.
Let's
and
use your reaction before the start of your next.
He should have taken damage from my birds.
Yeah, from those birds.
He fails.
He takes 11.
Oof.
So.
Yeah, he's not looking good.
All right. Well, then I will.
And I hit him
Okay,
with.
so you as you come in, what do you do? Role play it out for me.
I look at the big orc after taking his claw across the face, and I say, "The bell tolls for you, ugly."
And he says, "We shall see." And he's glaring down on you. Garrett runs up beside him.
And I channel my divinity, so
He's vulnerable to only one attack, or is it
green energy. The next time you or an ally hits
So it's
the
just the
cursed
first
creature,
attack.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1, man.
All right. Well, I will get advantage because I am flanking. And 17 plus 7.
That's a hit.
And now I will pop my last spell slot and
Add
Divine
the
Smite.
2d8. You add
So-
it to the d8.
What level?
Just a level 1. So that was 7, 8, 21, 29, 20.
Is it plus 4 damage?
Don't double
so
it. Just
plus
tell me what
5.
you normally would do.
Sorry, there's a 5 in there and then plus 4.
So you got 15 plus 5 plus 4.
No, there's
15 plus 9.
15 plus 5 is 20.
Plus 4.
Plus 4 is 24.
24 damage. He had 28 hit points left.
But he's also vulnerable.
I know. That's what I'm
Jumps
trying to
to
say.
40.
So you come behind him, and he's glaring down at Ren, as all of a sudden you see him go. You hear a crack across his spine,
Severed his spine.
and his eyes just bulge open as he's looking forward. He's here, and then just boom, unceremoniously topples to the side. As this last orc sees that and starts to run away.
I stabbed him with my umbrella.
You stab him with your umbrella? Go ahead, do it. Opportunity attack.
Dagger umbrella.
Maybe I hit him.
I don't know. What'd you get? What's your total,
16?
man? That's a hit. How much damage?
6.
Well, it doesn't kill him. You're like, ha ha! Right into his leg. And I'm sure he gets Eldritch Blasted or something as he runs away.
No orcs are a match for the gods.
You see Zotinkle disappear into one of these tents.
Whoa.
Come this way, quick! Now you don't have to actually move your miniatures.
We were all scamper that way then.
So does anybody stop to
No.
heal or anything? You
Yes.
just want to go?
No, I'm hitting myself with a heal before
So
I
just
go.
like an action heal. You're not going to do like a longer heal.
No.
Okay. So you can hear the orc commotion off in the distance. He's like, we don't have much time! Hurry! So you come into the tent, and you can see Zotinkle opening up some chests and starting to like grab
No,
coins.
We don't
and
have time for this.
I always have time for this! And he starts to look through. So how much looting would you like to do?
None.
None?
We are not robbers. Let's get out of here now.
Wait, is any of it his money?
His money? Oh, no, I can remember he owes.
Oh, right, yeah, he owes, right.
Is there maybe just like a small chest that could be carried? Or are they all big?
There's a smaller one. You want to grab that?
Sure. I'll
So you just grab
one.
a small chest. We'll look at it after.
Carry whatever I can grab, I guess.
So you just kind of grab a little chest. There's only a couple small chests. The rest are big chests. And then there's like piles of stuff just scattered on the ground. It looks like this is some sort of treasure tent, like where they kind of toss spoils of war. There's also all sorts of look like you're not sure what's useful or not. You can see some gems and some money.
there any
There's like
weapons?
copper pieces mixed in with gold pieces. So you shovel.
Handfuls of stuff.
You just kind of grab what you can.
Any weapons?
How many-
specifically?
Find the
just-
big chest.
Any weapons you see just look like mundane weapons, kind of like swords and maces and.
You stop touching them all, though. No.
You want to investigate them all?
No.
Or we just grab. So we're just how many equivalent in rounds are we spending in here?
I'm Zotinkle's lead. He knows how much time we have.
We must
Zotinkle
go.
knows how much time you have?
Zotinkle has the...
Zotinkle just seems as you guys are trying to leave, you can see that she's still trying to get some stuff into her. Like there's some folds in her cloak.
I will try to go up behind her and grab her by the collar. And
Wait! Okay, let's go.
That's enough, we have to go now.
All right, so you guys, as you come out, you see some of the orcs wandering back, and they look over, and they start to charge that way. And you guys sprint off into the west, and Zotinkle's going along just like this trail of coins and gems right behind her, and she's going, as you all disappear into the jungles. I want everybody to give me, we're going to do a group athletics check. Come on, everybody give me an athletics check.
Oh no.
2.
Oh dear.
16 with 17. The old lady's fast.
20.
20. Okay, so 2 of you passed, 2 of you failed. Let's see how the orcs
You're
do.
freaking idiots.
2 fails, 1 pass. Ooh, 3 fails. So you beat them. Just barely. You get out into the woods as the orcs start to stream in. And at this point, you realize that Zotinkle has actually taken off in a different direction, that she's not staying with you whatsoever. And a bunch of the orcs peel off and start following the trail of coins and gems as you hear the cackling of the goblin going off into the distance.
Does this mean we're dead settled? We're good?
Until next time! As she runs off. And you just keep sprinting until you sprint for a good 20 minutes.
We aided a criminal.
This is really bothering your
Stole
paladin.
from orcs.
Still from works. And so you run for a good 20 minutes until you're far enough away that you feel like you're safe, and you can only hear the drums off at a distance. And you stop to take a quick breath, and you can examine what you've managed to grab.
My bunions are hurting.
So roll. Whoever grabbed the chest, give me percentile. Roll me percentile dice.
78.
Oh, okay.
80.
Okay, both really, really well. Okay, so between the 2 chests, you find 700 copper pieces, 2,000 silver pieces.
You rolled 100.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Hold on.
100,
No, I rolled
No,
an 8.
that'd be
it's 80.
Oh, you only rolled 8? Okay, so we'll keep the 700 copper pieces, but it's only be 1,000 silver pieces.
Yeah, that-
Are you writing this all down?
Wouldn't this be an 80?
No,
400 gold pieces. 5 platinum pieces. And so you get a ring set, a zircon ring set with moonstone. They're worth 250 gold pieces. Like this, the set of rings. They're not magical. And we're gonna roll one more. Give me one more percentile roll.
53.
Oh, okay, you got about 53. You got about 50. You find a wand
No.
that you recognize holding it, and it does feel magical, but you're not sure what it is.
Wand of wood shit.
Just gonna cast Identify on it right now.
Just as an action, you don't have it prepared. You have that
Oh,
one prepared.
no, I don't have it prepared. It's, I do it virtually.
So you got to do it. So are you gonna spend the 10 minutes right now? Because you don't feel super safe. You've just managed to kind of catch a breath, and you're looking through your loot.
We can always do it on the boat.
Is it basically the wand looks like it has like a twisted helix going through it, and it ends with some weird rune at the top of it. Looks like this.
I can't read from that far away.
Yeah, but it looks like that. Yeah.
I think now's the time we should go back to the boat.
I agree.
It is about time. We do not want to be late.
It's a boat time.
Thieves.
The boat. Thieves.
Yeah, it's mid-morning right now. They said the captain said that he would wait until later in the day, so you still have time. It's only about an hour away, not even. So you're gonna head back?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Who knows what happens to Zotinkle? Maybe he loses another finger.
I wanted a finger.
He wanted it so bad.
I
Okay,
wanted
so
to
you
tie
head
him
back,
up again.
and you come back, and the boat is still waiting.
Oh, whew.
You were worried for a moment, weren't you?
I was.
Let's clear this board. And you know what? It's 2:20. We're gonna take a break. Let's bring up that BRB screen, and we will be back in about 15 minutes. We'll probably come back a little before that to do a little chatting as well, but we'll see you soon. Short rest time. Welcome back. Let us continue. Now, on your way back, just as you're starting to leave the jungle, you hear, and as you look up at the noise, you see Gearbox.
Hey.
Hey guys, don't forget me! And he just kind of lands amidst the group
How
of you.
could we forget you?
Hi guys,
That was gonna be
how was your adventure with the orcs?
Back to the boat, Gearbox. Back to the boat.
Could have gone better.
Hey, could have gone worse.
Probably not our best idea.
Yes, you're right. It could have gotten much worse.
All right then, shall we continue on our way? Or would you like to take more pointless, countless diversions?
Aye, did we actually accomplish anything?
No. No, and for the record,
You became criminals.
I did not want to go.
I need 50 gold, please.
Okay, so
You got some money.
I need to.
everybody gets 175
Stolen.
copper.
I have to get 50 gold to do
Take
it.
your copper, 175.
I'm paying you in pennies.
250,
For what?
250 silver, and 100 gold.
What are you paying me for?
The 50 gold you paid the boatman to hang on.
Oh.
He's paying you back.
So what was that?
I do not want your blood money.
You get 175 copper,
175.
250 gold,
Is this what everybody-
250
is this what everybody's
silver.
getting?
Yes.
Okay, everybody write this down.
I don't want any of it.
Well, you can donate it to your church.
I don't want to. I don't
Take
want to
your
donate
share.
blood money. Here, I just stole this money. You have it.
I'll
From
take your
orcs.
share.
175 copper, 250 silver, and 100 gold. And there's 5 platinum, but how do we want to divide 5 platinum?
I'll take one.
Do you want 1 platinum?
What are they worth? 5 gold pieces or 10?
Everyone gets 1 platinum.
And put that fifth platinum in the center of the table right there.
We're playing Monopoly?
Yeah, you'll take it. It's like Hungry Hippos.
Are you getting a second one for my
No,
share?
I'm
too?
not taking it.
You're not taking my share?
Oh, you're serious?
I don't want it.
I'm taking a share.
I'm not going to take any of your stolen
President
money.
Hobart is.
I got bet. That's the
How are you
bet.
going to repair your armor? How are you going to sharpen your blade?
I will raise my own money in a much more lawful means than this.
What's
Reason
more lawful than
barbaric.
smiting the chaotic orcs?
The orcs may be chaotic, but there's no reason to steal from them. It's not like we even wiped out all of their tribe or anything. We just looted them.
We've had many discussions on religion. On this particular point, you and I are going to have to disagree.
Disagreements are allowed. Sins are not.
Okay, I got it's your money, but I got it here.
It's your money,
You're his
but I got
treasurer.
it.
I don't want your dirty money.
Well, he's gonna need to buy something eventually. Let's pay for it.
There you
Oh,
go.
I like that. I like that workaround.
So, with Gearbox in tow, you make your way back to Port Ashglade.
We have to give him a portion of this treasure. Oh, he didn't help.
No.
No, Gearbox isn't
He
wanting his treasure.
doesn't take any of our experience or treasure.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Oh, now I like him more.
Yeah, can you imagine if it's like, yeah, I got a fifth of all that experience, and you guys just
He's
beat
just
the
like,
crap out of it.
Just float above.
I know, 6 hit points.
When he levels up and his voice box gains 1 octave higher.
Double 2 Gearbox! He just gets louder.
If he doesn't want his, you take 2 platinum, you take 2 platinum. I'll take 1 platinum.
Sure. He was like, I wanted 3.
No, I can take 2 platinum. I only want 1.
Are you sure?
Yes.
There's something going on here.
Isn't the guy who's poor?
That guy that's in debt,
Okay. You get 1 platinum.
allegedly.
All right, 1 platinum.
Allegedly.
Your
No,
your
that's real.
housekeeper and I will,
That's real.
That's real.
It just wasn't
your housekeeper and I will take the
Platinum.
2 platinums.
I know we're back pay anyway.
Has he not been paying you?
true.
Hey, how come we didn't
Is
save?
there something you haven't been telling me, sir?
I don't know what it's been saved.
Well, figure
What
that
kind
out.
of servant doesn't work for money?
You sure you have your
I
Wi-Fi on?
absolutely
I do.
work for money. But it's also room and board.
It's one of those exchanging services for something else.
Yeah.
Well,
Not those kind of services. Anyway. Okay, so you get back to Port Ashglade, and I don't know if you're surprised, but the boat is still there.
Wonderful.
And as you head to the boat, Captain Chaucer, sitting there.
Chaucer.
oh, wasn't it Cedric?
Yeah, Cedric is his first name.
Cedric
Sitting there with his,
Chaucer.
just sitting on the edge of the boat with his feet dangling. And just kind of looks over. I didn't expect you coming back. I thought I was just going to be able to keep the 50 gold and leave.
Not today, sir. We are returning, and shall we depart? Are you ready to go?
I have nothing else to do here. I got all of the gold I need.
Wonderful.
You've proven to be a profitable group. Let us continue on our
What do you
way.
mean?
Well, you paid me, and then I got 50 gold pieces to sit around and do nothing for another day.
That's how it works. They profit, sir.
I don't know if I did this work apparently.
No wonder you're...
Clearly.
This debt situation makes a lot more sense.
Have you figured out what that wand is?
No. Probably want to knock. I'll bet you it's want to knock.
Have you tried saying knock, sir?
I tried the first door.
A wand of knock knock.
Is it not a knock?
I don't know. You don't know yet. You got to identify it. Which you can do with a short rest.
Yep.
So you get back on the boat, which we've got our map out now. So we depart from Port Ashglade. The captain lets you know that there's actually the only other stop is at Nalidzier, which is just going to be a quick stop, and then we're going to head over to Troutburg.
So we're
Which is
skipping Hulu for? I can't
Let's
remember.
not go there. It's a silly place.
Watford.
No, I want some Hulu for it.
It's another 5. So it's another. Basically, you've got another 3.5 days to get to Nalidzier, then another half day to get up to Troutburg.
Okay.
And then you've got a couple of days on foot, assuming that everything goes as planned, to get to the Shadow Woods and to the Barrier Peaks, as you can see by this map. Which you would have this information based off of the local maps you can pick up, plus the added information from the maps that Gearbox is carrying for you as you head over. So, you head out to sea, take a short rest. You find out that the wand is a wand of secrets.
Oh,
You need to know what that is?
yep.
Love me to see.
Oh, I have it here, but
Wand of Secrets is an uncommon item. Basically, it has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if there's a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, it pulses and points at the one nearest to you. And it regains D3 charges, expended charges at dawn. Yeah, so essentially, it's to look for secret doors and traps. But you got to remember to use it. So 30 feet of you, but it just points at it, so you don't necessarily know exactly where it is, but you know the direction. Okay.
Yep.
You've got that.
Got it
You've
on
got the
hand.
wand of
Yep.
secrets.
Better in your hands, little
Can
one.
anybody use it?
Yeah. Hold on. Does it require attunement? You've got it open right there, right?
It doesn't require attunement, but
Okay. Then anybody can use it.
remember the old days when only mages used wands?
Well, you can use it as an arcane focus.
I got my umbrellas for.
Yes, it is.
Don't ridiculous.
Clearly.
Look at this.
Like the penguin. It's a gun. Okay, so you head back out to sea, and you continue your journey. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're at sea?
I know the night after this horrible tasks, are done, Garrett's going to somehow, that night, try to offer himself some sort of penance for his awful deeds. He will... hadn't really thought of this.
What would be good penance?
He's going to, stand naked on the bow of the boat all night in, the cold, whipping winds. I don't know if it's raining that night, but
Yes.
he's just going to
Yes,
stand
it
there,
was. Yes, it is.
getting really cold and wet and moist.
What?
And, yeah,
You notice that the sailors give you a wide berth,
understandably.
so you don't take a long rest then.
No.
If it's raining, I'm going to wrap myself up a bit, but I'll move out to the bow of the boat.
You see him standing there,
Shivering.
just naked head to toe, a little cold because the rain's kind of is hitting on.
I'm not entirely familiar with your faith, but
What a god.
what purpose does this serve?
To make up for the terrible tasks we just did today. Murdering orcs. Stealing their gold. Doing whatever we did with that little goblin. Some sort of dastardly task.
And for that, you think you deserve punishment?
Indeed. We must always be washing away our sins.
Those orcs are probably not going to bother anyone.
Hopefully not. They could be enraged. Attack a local town. That would be our fault. We cannot allow that.
We'd be short a couple ogres, though.
We gave most of them the long rest.
As that water comes up, oh dear boy, dear boy.
It's very cold, Mrs. Water. Don't judge.
I don't judge, but he definitely does not have a long bow.
Garrett,
+2 charisma. It's above average.
What'd you just break? Something just fell. The clock. Oh, it was the clock. What a perfect response to that. What is your charisma? Let's compare charisma.
I'm a critically 10!
What is your charisma?
probably very high.
Yeah, you're a warlock.
Oh, +7. She's been around the block.
You're not +7.
Oh, my charisma?
You're +5.
+4.
No, +4.
Oh, it's +4, 18.
Okay.
You're probably thinking your charisma save.
Yeah, no, charisma save, yeah.
Still.
Oh, I'm gonna use my new wand and search this ship for traps and hidden doors.
So you just go walk around and going, See, well, that's not true. As you search the main deck and you get close, there's one cabin, which is the captain's cabin. It does pulse and point to somewhere in there. So how much is Professor Hobart willing to
Not a thief.
stoop around? Not a thief?
No, I'm not going in there.
So you use all 3 of the charges?
Yeah.
You're fine. You got several days. It'll recharge.
I'm going to leave you to this.
Wait, that's
I will
a
be
trap
here.
or a secret door?
Secret door.
Thinking about the awful deeds we've done.
Interesting.
I
Inside this cabin.
think you have a very skewed vision of what happened here today.
Are your arms just out like this? Because if so, Mrs. Dotwater's going to harm.
It's kind of like this, I guess, more. Like just taking the brunt of... You really want to get that close?
Just staring right at those 2
Well,
cheeks.
We'll tell the sailors to leave you to
I'm
it.
going to try to
Thank you.
find out where the secret door is in the captain's room.
We gotta get in there.
Yep.
So Professor Hobart's gonna break into the
I'm not going
cabin.
to break in. I'm sure I'm the doors unlocked. I have some time.
You have some time?
Yeah. No, you have 3 days, right?
Okay.
At one point, he won't be around and it's going to walk in.
Okay. All right, so we'll go to the next day then. So everybody else takes a long rest, and you get D3 the charges back.
I'll try to sleep through like the morning or the day, I guess.
All three.
All three. Okay. So if you guys, you should be able to like take your long rest and get your spell slots stuff back.
I did that.
Do that already? You guys do it?
I get it on short rest. Yeah.
But your
Yeah.
hit points. So
Yeah.
Okay. You too? Okay. So the next day comes, and there's a moment where you can go in there. You want to try to get in there?
Yeah.
There's sailors around, so you're going to try to do it sneakily?
No.
You're just going to walk in?
Yeah.
So you just walk into the cabin when you know the captain's not there. And it's a pretty simple cabin. It's not a big ship. He has a desk, and he's got a little cot. You can see a chest right there, and what looks like some sort of wardrobe for his clothes. And you can see there's maps and stuff strewn across. Just everything you would expect. And so you walk in there, and all of a sudden you hear from the back, like, you can hear some commotion. Somebody seems to have noticed you.
Close the door.
Okay, so now you're in there alone for a moment. What you gonna do?
Now, looking around the room, where would the obvious place to be? Like, you can. No, there'd be something somewhat obvious.
To where a secret door would be?
Yeah.
Oh, give me a perception check.
Okay, investigate it.
You know what? Yeah, you're looking for traps. Or you're looking for a
22.
secret. So I think investigation is fine. 22. Without using your wand, you find that there is a little secret compartment that's actually hidden in the desk. So you pop it open.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pop it open, and as you open it, inside you can see that it looks like a little treasure stash. Like, so there's a little treasure pouch, like a coin pouch, and next to it is this long dagger that has these jewels encrusted on it, like these emeralds and everything. It's not magical, but it does look expensive. Like it's like a gold hilt, a polished blade.
Put it back.
Okay,
Anything else in there?
that's it. You can close it, and as you close it, the door opens, and the captain's there. Hey, he's like, "Oh, what you doing in here?
Looking at your stuff.
This be me cabin. You come on out of it.
Okay.
You not be welcome in here.
Oh, but hold on. This is a nice dagger. This is a very nice dagger.
Hey."
And I walk past him.
He seems kind of confused that you're just curtness and just walking over everything. I don't want to be seeing you in here again.
All right, I'll let you know when I'm here next time, and then you just don't come down.
That's not what I be meaning. He turns around and you can see that he pulls out a key and he locks the door. You be staying out me cabin now. What is that?
The magic key.
Your mystery key? He doesn't look very pleased at you, but he moves on his business. Anything else throughout the day that anybody wants to do?
Long rest. Pick the
So you're
icicles
sleeping
off.
right now? That's fine. So you're sleeping. Mm-hmm. No?
No.
Okay. So the next day passes. Next couple days pass, actually, uneventful as you're going through. You get your long rest, no problem. And basically 2 days in, on the second night, you have another dream.
Ooh.
As everybody's sleeping soundly in their hammocks, or less than soundly if they're not used to that. They're used to a more privileged lifestyle. You are visited once again by that very tall demon. As you look closely, you notice he has this big long staff, and as you get a better look at him, you can actually see that he's wounded all over. He's bleeding and it looks injured,
Oh.
but at the same time, it just stands there and seems to ignore this injury. He looks down at you. He goes, "You cannot outrun me, Mrs. Doubtwater. It's strange. I took that pact with you on a whim decades ago. I was bored for a moment, a just slight sliver of a moment, and thought that would be fun. I never thought that you'd become useful to me. You are to seek out Modwin in Troutburg, who will introduce you to the one that will command you for the rest of this new task that you must carry out. And I do not wish to continue to commune with such a lowly mortal. Fail to report to Modwin and to your new patron, and your soul will be forfeit." And at that, before you have any chance to respond, he just kind of disappears in your dream. And then you wake up in a sweat, in a cold sweat, and you find yourself unable to sleep for that night.
Wow. All right.
As you just kind of you feel your nerves racked with anxiety over what just happened.
The name was Troutwick?
Troutburg was the name of the city.
Troutburg.
Modwin,
Modwin and Trout.
you're to seek out.
Get in the case
Mod
of Lucas.
What's that? Lots of yawns?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I wasn't talking directly to you.
I know,
about
right?
you, with you.
Second is just distractions.
As soon as you start talking and you're not talking right to Luca, he yawns. But he'll try to hide it.
That's what I've been trying to do. It's just like, oh.
I'm like, I can tell you're yawning, Luca. You're not very good at hiding it. Okay. So the rest of the journey, you have a short stop in Naladzir, and they do the same thing. They kind of exchange goods. You can. Is there any? I don't think there's any items that you're looking to pick up. Anything else? It's just. It looks like a small fishing village. Doesn't look very highly populated.
Poisson.
And yeah, there's poisson. And then you're on your way. And by the end of the week, as promised, Captain drops you off at Troutburg. Troutburg, as the captain is telling you, is it's a small town. Population was probably a little over 1,000. It used to be larger, but its industry has not been doing as well as late, due to the fact that there used to be a passage through the mountains that it would service, but centuries ago, that passage became unsafe due to monsters and mariners getting lost there, and so it kind of lost its station as the city right before you go into it. So the town's actually a little larger than the people that occupy it, meaning that there's ruins on the outside of the town where it's no longer being used, and so it's a bit of basically there's part of it that's like a ghost town essentially. And as you're docked there and you come on in, sorry, give me a second here. One thing you do notice though, and that the captain seems surprised by, is you see that there's been some devastation here very recently. At even where you're docked, you can see that several buildings have burned down, and you know this is recent because there's still smoke rising from some of them, and you can see there's dead townspeople everywhere. There's also a lot of living townspeople, so it's not like everybody's dead. And there's some that are carrying off bodies, and others that they're trying to go about their business, but there appears to have been some sort of incident here, and not too long ago. So the captain drops you off here. Wishes you a fond farewell.
Aye, good luck with what you be doing.
Yar.
Yarr.
Yar.
Yar.
I'll be trying to do some trading here, but it don't look too good.
The
No.
gearbox kind of trouts like lands at the dock. Ah, there's a lot of dead people here. We'll have to make a note of that. And with that, the captain bids you farewell.
What time of day is it?
Midday.
Day. Food. Let's find a tavern.
Shall we not inquire of what happened here? I look at I see someone picking up a body you're trying to drag. You, peasant!
People just die.
What happened to this place?
That's any of our business.
Aye, we were attacked not too long ago.
By what?
Just some cultists who came out from the west.
Has this ever happened before?
No,
Cultists.
Huh.
What faith?
we're not sure. The council is meeting right now to discuss it.
Where are they meeting?
Well, normally they would meet in the town hall, but that is burned down because some of the cultists who came had weapons that spewed fire and lightning.
Unusual.
Very unusual. Everybody who tried to stop them was burned to crisp. And as you look around, you notice a lot of the bodies do have like these big gaping burning holes in their body. Like something just like a firebolt. It looks similar to what you'd expect from like a firebolt, just smacking into them and just tearing through them, leaving that like you can see through their body, but it's burned and charred all around.
How many people are dead?
Mm.
As you look around, you see just right here, you see dozens of bodies.
Ooh.
And
Do
as you
any
look,
of them look like the cultists, or do these all look like the town?
there's various. It's without a thorough investigation. All you see is bodies. You
Is
can
there a
start-
temple to Kalina here?
No,
Okay. So there's not priests of Kalina caring for the dead.
no. There's a lot of dead. Like there's just around here. There's dozens. As you look down, you can see even more. So it looks like there was quite the massacre that happened.
kind of looking rin.
All
Shall we do our priestly duties? You two, maybe go find some information?
It's pretty somber for Mrs. Doubtwater, especially seeing a lot of burnt bodies in her past.
Burnt bodies remind you of anything?
Ooh,
And the people investigating the ship in
She's not a great cook.
Harinburg return burnt.
What is that supposed to mean, dear?
Nothing.
They were singed and sent plummeting towards the earth.
It's quite unusual.
Maybe on
No,
the right
when they
track.
came down, they were burnt to a crisp, like their whole body. Just
Okay.
I'm not saying that there's not a similarity. I'm just saying that.
The person that Garrett was speaking to, is that person still there?
Modwin.
No, the person.
Yeah,
No,
they're
no,
there.
just
It
the-
just looks like a random townsperson.
This town person. Was it the council that the person had referenced? This council. How many people sit on the council?
There are 8 of the elders that all meet. They've run the council for quite a long time now. They're just the governing body of this little town. It used to be a larger town, but many have died.
Many have died. Does the name Modwin ring a bell?
Well, aye, Modwin is the head of the council. He is the current leader. They rotate on a yearly basis, and Modwin is the current one.
Thank you so much for your troubles, dear. I'm gonna hand him a silver for his troubles.
Well, thank you.
And I will go up on like the other side of the corpse and kind of help him carry it.
So the 2 of you are going to kind of tend to corpses.
I guess so, yes. I think
Trying
that's...
to pray or, give them the ritual, whatever it is.
sort of my duty.
And then the
That's
2 of you are
I
going to head
follow
to
your
the...
lead.
Guess I'll help. Bonfire. When it's all done burning.
Let's get them stacked first.
All right, one at a time is not efficient.
So you're going to help them?
No, I'll stick with Miss Delwater.
All right. So the 2 of you stay behind and start working on the bodies. As you do so, you realize, and as you're talking to people, hundreds have died. There used to be over a population of over 1,000, and now they estimate that more than half of those were killed in this last attack. And yeah, so you're busy doing that.
Kind of talking through them just real quick. Do we get like a idea of how many cultists attacked?
Yeah, it was only like a dozen.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
Really good weapons, obviously.
Yeah, or as you know what, if you want to try to speak with the people, each of you can give me either investigation or a persuasion roll, whichever you'd like to do.
I feel like we could take hundreds of peasants.
I can do persuasion. I get a 15.
I got 19 with my persuasion.
Okay, so as you're looking through, you basically find out that the cultists came from the west, that there had been rumors building up of more activity coming from the Barrier Peaks in the Shadow Woods, and they suspect that that's where these ones came from. And when they first showed up, they just, without a word, started just coming in and started massacring. And a few of them were just doing the typical, coming in with swords and shields. But there was a few, the leaders seemed to be carrying long spears, like pole arms, and they would just be, they would say words, and all of a sudden this flame would come out and blast through somebody, or lightning would go out and chain through a bunch of people. So much that like the council tried to repel them, but by the time they finally repelled them away, hundreds had already died because they just didn't know how to defend themselves against this type of sorcery.
Have you ever came across anybody with such weapons, Rin?
Nope.
Yeah, and
This
on
is
top of that,
so-
anytime that a cultist did go down, one of those leaders would point their weapon at it and just incinerate that body, like to ash, not just like burning it to a crisp, but actually like reduce it to nothing.
We're currently not with them, right?
Correct. You're wandering off as they're doing this, as this is what they're hearing as they go
Right.
through. On top of that, as you're going through, you actually do gather another rumor. Only a percentile dice, one of you.
You go for it. You go for it.
Okay.
As you inquire more and you hear them talk about the Barrier Peaks.
11?
So what you hear from them is that the Barrier Peaks have long been damned, ever since a craft of some kind crashed there ages ago. A ship that could navigate the very plains it was. Sounds like poppycock. Things that should not exist escape from its hold and now populate the mountains. So as you get a sense that these people are very superstitious about the Barrier Peaks, that none of them want to go anywhere near it.
And this ship that crashed was a sky ship?
Yeah, some sort of ship that could navigate the plains.
I think it's similar to the one floating above Harinburg. came from the same person?
I think that's a logical conclusion.
But you can tell that they're all afraid of the barrier peaks and the Shadow Woods. They talk about the Shadow Woods being haunted, and that it's a very fey, full of fey creatures.
Do people sort of know of a crash site, or they just know it went down in the mountains?
They hear the rumors are that it was ages ago that it's because of that it became this place that nobody wants to go. Okay. It's around the same time because it's part of their history. You find out that Troutbrook used to be a thriving trading center, kind of like how Harinburg is right now.
Legends of like adventurers going out to try to like find this place and either returning or never returning?
Yeah, quite often actually.
Okay.
The adventurers are coming all the time to try their luck because they hear about even people without the journals that you guys have heard of Qualish and his expedition to the Barrier Peaks. But there have been, over the decades and centuries, there have been. It's not like they happen all the time. It's not like people are constantly coming here. But the townspeople always warn them away from going in that direction. But now that this group of cultists came from that direction, they're worried about their future. You can tell a lot of them are talking about what they're going to do and where they're going to move to and how they're leaving the city before another attack comes.
Okay. It's quite disturbing, Rin. Quite.
Are you good, or do you have any more questions?
I think I'm good.
Okay, so moving over to the two of you. So you head deeper into town, and you see more of this kind of disturbing scene of bodies everywhere. A few buildings still burnt to the ground. And some of them you even notice are still on fire. And you can see that there's some townsfolk are trying to put some of the fires, but there's just not enough townsfolk to put out the rest. There are a few guards still alive, but the few that are left don't seem to really pay you any attention because they're just too busy cleaning up after this mess. And eventually you get to the city center where you see what used to be the town hall, and half of it is crumbled down as it's been burned. And you can see guards sitting outside of a nearby building. Looks like some sort of inn, one of the larger inns. And so you suspect that that's currently, because based on how the person at the docks mentioned where the council is being held, that seems to fit the description. And so as you head up, there's a couple guards there who they look pretty haggard at this point. They're tired, and they're kind of leaning on their spears as you approach them. And then they hold up their hands. Halt! There's currently a council meeting in progress. No entry to anybody not part of the council or wishing to appeal to the council.
Well, dears, it just so happens that we would like to appeal to the council.
All right. I didn't stop walking. I kept on walking.
Okay, well then the one actually physically blocks you and stands in your way.
Just
I don't recognize you two. What do you need to appeal to the council for?
Well, that just happens to be our business. And I kind of look into his eyes and, please, good sir, I see that much devastation has happened. Perhaps that me and my fellow can lend our help.
Maybe a persuasion roll?
13 plus 4. 19. No, 9. Sorry, 17.
17? The other one that's not talking, just nudges him saying, just let them go in. Enough evil has happened this day. He's like, all right, fine, but don't cause any trouble in there. He steps aside and lets the two of you through.
So as we're kind of walking up, I say, Mr. Bumblekin, we must speak to this Modwin fellow. I kind of take him. Is there like a corridor somewhere where I can?
Yeah, you're
speak
kind of
to
in
him
an entryway right now. You can hear voices from beyond as what you think to be like the main restaurant area of the inn.
Okay.
And as glancing up, you can see that there's people in there talking.
Is there anyone around
So where you
us?
are, there's kind of like a coat room.
Okay.
Where you can, they're not eating in there right now. There's no food being cooked, but there's like a little coat room next to you that you could move into and have a private conversation.
So I take him aside and said, "Sir, it might sound strange that I know this person. Why, I don't know them, but I had a dream, a vision of this Modwin, and I did not necessarily know him, but I need to speak to him. Can you contain yourself and we have a conversation with them?"
I'm just thinking, she's going senile. Oh, yes, dear, yes. Sure, talk to Maud when...
Sir, there's something I think I need to tell you. I've been keeping a secret for many years.
Oh.
No. Well, do you remember when we first came into your employ? Well, I haven't fully been honest with you. I'm actually. Well, let me put it this way. Do you ever wonder how a sweet little old lady gets the house so clean?
And I've never given it much thought.
Never mind. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Let's go, Mrs. Hard. I guess we're taking care of the rest of her life.
She's been with you for 30 years. Yeah, there's a bit of a connection.
I just feel obligated now.
I know, right? What are you gonna?
I can't just fire her.
Exactly.
And as he's leading up, I'm thinking to myself, "You freaking idiot."
For such an intelligent gnome, he could be pretty unaware of things, right? Perfect. Okay, so you go in, and as you walk in, you can hear them discussing the matters that have just been happening. They're talking logistics, basically, of how they're going to clean up so many bodies and how they're going to prevent another attack. And you can hear them arguing back and forth. You see that there are 8 people dressed in more fancy robes, talking back and forth. And they've cleared the restaurant away and made kind of an ad hoc council chamber, but really they're just sitting in restaurant chairs. But you can kind of tell that there's one older man sitting at the head of this like this horseshoe-shaped kind of congregation. There's a couple guards around as well, but not really that many. And you can see that the barkeeper, or the innkeep, is currently behind his long counter, working at cleaning up dishes, but he looks very nervous and unhappy. And there's no dead bodies in here, so it's been pretty clear. So you just walk in, and you stand there, and all of a sudden, then they kind of ignore you for a second, and then they look over and just kind of stare at you. They all stop talking and stare at you.
Hello, good sirs. This is the great archaeologist, Mr. Bumblekim, and I'm his humble servant, Mrs. Doubtwater.
Okay, how can we help you today?
Well, I was hoping that I might have a private conversation with Mr. Modwin, please.
So the gentleman at the back, the older one. And how do I know you, Mrs. Toadwater?
I'll use message, and we have a personal connection, dear.
He just kind of raises an eyebrow. He doesn't seem to understand.
And then
No, you can't hear this. Part. He's right now. You see Mrs. Doubtwater just staring at him,
and then I'll say the name Asmodeus, dear.
and his eyes widen, and he's like, "Oh, clear the chambers!" And everybody else turns and like, "What? What's going on?"
Leave.
And he just kind of stares each of them down, and one by one, each of the council members stands up and walks away. And he looks at the guards, and they walk away as well. He looks over at the barkeep. He looks over. Oh, me too. He just nods. Why did you come to my tavern? You should take over everything. You think you own the place.
It's a secret recipe.
Where are you all going?
And so the two of you are just left standing there, and Modwin is sitting there, about 50 feet away. Approach.
Did we both come closer?
No, I told her to clear the room.
No, he said the two of us are.
Oh, you cleared the
No,
room too?
I followed the people.
Okay, so you follow the people. So now it's just Mrs.
Okay, it's just
Doubtwater.
us two?
So you're amongst the crowd, and then it's going to take you a minute to realize that Mrs. Doubtwater's not with you. So just you
Okay.
beckons you forward.
Okay.
And you come closer.
Yeah.
So you work for him too?
Unfortunately, I did not know that there was. I mean, I imagine there was others under his employ.
Of course. Those willing to master the higher powers are always blessed with the finest gifts. Now, what is it that you seek? What has he sent you here to do?
I was just told to come and see you.
And that was all he said?
That was all that was told of me.
Well, I don't understand. I wasn't given any instructions more specific than that. So he just said, just go and see Modwin. And that is all.
That is correct. Oh, and that's right. And that you... forgot about that part.
Kind of important details.
I just remembered.
Yeah. And that you would be my new patron.
And I would be your new patron. Are you sure he didn't say that I would introduce you to your new patron?
My bad.
Does that sound more like something that he would say?
Perhaps. One or the other.
Ghostwatcher needs a little bit of a hearing.
I'm getting old in my age.
That makes more sense. Okay. Come with me. Just you. We'll go out the back door.
All right.
So at this moment, you realize that Mrs. Deltwater's not with you. You're just kind of you're all just kind of clumped into the foyer, almost shoulder to shoulder, and they're all just you can hear them grumbling to each other. Ever since Maudwin's been in charge, and there's nothing but trouble. He's gonna stand there.
I'm the one listening.
Okay.
Well, he said he'd introduce me. I thought he would be my new patron.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Unless I said it wrong. Hold on. Let's see what I wrote. Nope. Seek out Maudwin, who will introduce you to the one that will command you for the rest of your new task.
My bad.
Solid listening skills.
So he leads you out of the inn, out the back way, and he's like, come with me. We need to go to my home, which thankfully has not been destroyed. And just like 5 minutes away, you can see it's not too far. There's a really nice house. It would be considered a mansion in this town.
Okay.
In Harinburg, it's just a typical manor in one of the nicer areas. And he brings you inside. You notice that there's nobody around, and he brings you inside. He turns around and locks the door, so it's just the two of you in the house. He keeps walking. And he gets to the back of the house, and you can see that he unlocks a padlock and he opens up a trap door, and that leads down a set of stairs into the cellar. And he just walks down. I'm assuming you're following, unless you say otherwise. Feeling a little nervous?
Yeah. Why not? If this is where Mrs. Water ends.
What choice did you have, really?
And
right?
she was never seen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, two go down, one comes back.
Right.
And it's Mrs. Doubtwater, a new party member. And so he takes you down, and as he takes you down, he goes through into this one area of the cellar that you can see. You see all sorts of candles lit, and they're still lit. They've just been lit this whole time he's been gone. And in the center, in the room, you see all sorts of runes inscribed all over the floor.
Oh, wow, okay.
And you feel a chill, and it's not because of how cold it is. You just kind of feel an unnatural coldness to everything. And he turns around and he says to you, now, you've never met this patron before. He can be a little commanding. Just do exactly what he says, and he won't purge your soul. Should be okay.
Reasonable.
And with that, he goes into the middle of the room, and you see him start to chant all sorts of different weird words that you've never heard before. And amongst them, you hear him say, beckon forth Kyrus the Conqueror. And then he steps back, and the candles all flare hotter, and the runes on the floor start to glow. And in the very middle, you see this fog start to build and collect inside of the room. And out of that, this fog builds up, and then you see this humanoid creature stand up. It's a man with horns,
Oh, wow.
huge wings, and very ornate plate armor, standing in front of you, and kind of shimmering. At every moment, every couple seconds, he's like a shimmer, as if it's not actually right there.
Okay.
And that the smoke around it is providing some sort of ability to create an image of whatever this thing is. And it's standing 7-8 feet tall, looking down on you, and you just feel this anxiety kind of mount around you, almost unwillingly. This emotion, this negative emotion coming through you as this new devil looks down on you. And that's when the Maudwin kind of bows. Kyrus the Conqueror, your new servant has arrived. And Kyrus, with his head held high, looks down. Ah, the new plaything. Well, welcome to your new task, little one, young one,
feeble one. Apparently, Asmodeus has seen fit to bring you in to the new pact. Will you serve willingly to complete what the instructions I'm about to give you with exactness?
I will, my lord. And I kind of like put my head down, unwillingly, but I do it.
Because you know the option, what the
Yeah.
alternative is.
Yeah.
Excellent. We have trouble coming from the barrier peaks, and the Lord has made it aware to me that you and your group are heading there now. How fortuitous, for you will be seeking out the Grand Master, so he calls himself, a bone devil that was sent from the 9 hells to scout out the laboratory of Qualish. And he was supposed to return many, many years ago with the bounties of the treasures in preparation for the next stage of the Blood Wars through all of Faerun. But he never returned. And Asmodeus, for some reason, cannot see into the location to find out how deep his betrayal goes. So your task is simple, little one. Head to the barrier peaks. Find the one who calls himself the Grand Master, and order him to return to the 9 hells to report on his findings. If he refuses, well, destroy him. And that will be the end of this current task. And he just kind of stands there for a second, shimmering.
As you wish, my lord.
And with that, he bows down, kind of hunches over, and disappears into the smoke. And then the smoke dissipates. And Modwin gets up. You can see he's sweating, and he's kind of shaking a bit. You can see that's taking a big toll. He's like, with that, I must rest. Return to your group. I suggest you do as he says.
So as I stand up from the kneeling position on one knee, I ask, do you happen to know anything about those cultists that did an attack on Fair City?
Yes, I do. The rest of the city doesn't know it, but they work for the Grand Master. He's been stirring up trouble. I knew that there was that. I did not know that he had agents on his way to help deal with it, which is good, because we do not have enough strength here to go and deal with power of such magnitude. But if he's chosen you, either he wants you dead, or he sees some use there. But that is all we really know. And I know that they will return. I've personally received a missive from the Grand Master to send a tithe of more bodies over to serve him in his monastery. But the city was I was unable to convince them of that for a good reason. Nobody here is going to willingly go over there. On top of that, the cultists that came, their faces were all flayed. Most of the skin was removed. It was all just scars, probably in some sick representation of the bone devil himself. He spits on the ground.
And this monastery, where might this monastery be?
I don't know. It's in the barrier peaks. It is where you must go and find him. But if he's chosen you, you must already have some information that I do not have on how to find him.
All right. And these cultists, did they come from the monastery? They're relatively nearby?
They must have come from the monastery because we don't recognize any of them. And there has been no fresh recruits from here that we know of for many years.
All right, well, thank you for your help in aiding me towards this new patron.
Enjoy the service with Kairos, and you will be well blessed with power.
All right. I guess do I wait for him to lead me to the exit, or can I just...
Yeah, he kind of walks you out, and then closes the door behind you and stays in this manner.
All right.
He appears very fatigued from the ritual that he just did.
Whew. Ominous. I head back to Mr. Bumplekin.
Yeah, you find him confused, wandering around just outside the inn, not quite knowing where to go.
Hello, sir. Hello.
I'm not sure where I was.
Are you?
An awfully long time.
Oh, yes, sir. Are you ready to head back to the rest? No, sir. Oh, here. Are you?
How did you find me?
Only I just look for the one who's wandering about.
On a boat?
No, about.
About what?
Come on. I'll make you a pot of tea.
Where are our friends? Where are the other two?
Back that way. So we were this way, and we go. How do you survive? Oh, I know. You pay me. You pay me.
I thought I was inside. So.
You went back outside.
Apparently. I don't know how I got here.
It's just, you're so short and surrounded by people, you don't really know.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go find the other two.
Hey, you come back and you can see them at work.
How much time has passed?
Probably no more than 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a spy. This is the worst.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying this as a veto. Oh, it's the worst.
When Matthew uses our backstories against us.
I know, it's the worst.
It's so bad. I feel like a bad guy.
What's the point of a backstory? It was the point of a backstory if you don't get to use it.
I'm just waiting for whatever the heck's gonna happen to me.
The next backstory, I'm a hero legend with only adulation everywhere I go. No enemies left alive, and they have no descendants either.
Oh, but you forgot about your aunt.
I hate her!
And she hates you too.
She's always one step ahead of you. She's just, wherever you're going, she's there just to nag you to no end.
Shame.
That's pretty much me.
So you come back and you find Brother Rin and Garrett working to help with the dead. They're only a small way into the very large task that'll take hours, at least, with everybody's help. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to continue on that, and what do you want to do? And
I want to get right onto the barrier peaks.
Or have you gathered all information you think that there is here?
I don't know what we did.
I just kind of look at him.
We walked over there, then we walked back over here.
They're doing all that they can, but their hands seem to be tied. We learned that these cultists are coming from a temple down in the barrier peaks.
Perfect. Just where we're headed.
Yeah.
They're not at all.
That's because you were outside, dear.
Well, what shall we do? Finish this up?
Stupid robot.
I think
oh
I'll
yeah, Gearbox is with you.
continue to tend to the dead.
What did you say about the devil?
Yeah, he was with him the whole time. No, Gearbox is kind of, you just see him like wandering around town, not too far away from you at any point.
Is he just like finding dead bodies for us? Found another one!
Yeah,
There's some more over here!
Yeah, he brings back a dead body. I found another dead body. Here you go. This seems like it's going to take a long time.
She is suffering from cardiac arrest.
I don't think her brain is working anymore. Would you like to have me take a closer look?
No. This is quite fine.
No, it worked.
Two hands were on its head. Okay, if you say so. I was really curious what one looks like, though.
Gross. Maybe if you stayed around every time we actually had combat, you might see one.
Oh, no. Rule number one, sir. Rule number one.
Right.
If we just set the entire city on fire, we'll take care of all the bodies at once.
Wow, Professor Hobart is dark.
What is wrong with you?
I just
Gets a little bit of debt, and all of a sudden he just wants to burn the whole world.
No, I'm trying to be efficient here. The place is falling apart anyway.
Let the people rebuild it.
Yes. They rebuild elsewhere.
Why? Are you looking for this plot of land?
How long does it take to clear all these bodies? How many
Take a few
months?
hours
All right.
I'm going to stay at that.
at that task. It's already past midday,
I'm just gonna start bonfiring them.
so you're going to help by lighting fires underneath the big piles of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the next few hours until the sun is almost set, you set to work, a long work, very somber work, and you can see that the people are very sad, some very angry. And so you can hear them muttering about the council not doing enough. And
Do you
others.
think this is their repentance for some kind of a sin?
I wonder. That is a very dark one indeed, though. There must have been a dastardly task for all of these people. I don't know what would have caused it.
Do you think they brought this on themselves?
I certainly hope not. I don't know much about this town.
Maybe it's just fate.
Fate is always a possibility.
Aye, dears, there's no fate but what we make for ourselves.
Do you think so?
What is fate if you make it for yourself and you get jumped by crazy cultists?
That building really is gonna fall over. I'm gonna burn it down.
I don't know, dears.
Let's finish it off.
Sometimes I like to believe in fate, but I don't know.
Do you have any cleaning supplies in that bag of yours? There's quite a lot of blood.
I do, actually, but where do you need me?
Well, have at it.
I'm gonna get you a mop.
Gearbox just comes and dumps another one onto one of your campfires. Huh. Seems to be an efficient way to dispose of your bodies. He just walks away.
I think we just made a pyromaniac.
So we're just gonna clean bodies all day?
Yeah.
That's what Ren does.
That's what we're
This is exhausting.
Okay, so hours pass.
And I give prayers over
Yes.
bodies and
So the evening comes and your task is complete. The bodies are all buried or burned.
Mrs. Delwater's literally contemplating, is she the bad guy now?
Yeah, you find yourselves in that same inn. A bit of life has returned to it, as there's a few patrons, but you can tell that there's definitely everybody's still about their business.
There are some patrons here.
Yeah, just a few. There's definitely it's probably only like 20% full. You can hold probably 50 or 60, and there's the four of you plus Gearbox kind of just looking around.
There's patrons in there, and you
Yeah.
get a devil, and you get a devil, and you get a devil.
Not those kind of patrons.
you keep the bad cup. I don't want to drink from the bad
All
cup.
right, the amazing cup. I'll keep drinking from it.
Dear, I think you've had enough.
I feel fine.
None for me, dear.
I think my constitution's through the roof. Keep on drinking.
So what do we do?
Are you gonna rack up another debt? Just infinite drinks?
Well, there's not a whole lot we can do.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
with
spend the
that.
day.
I don't think
and-
it's a good idea to go adventuring out in the barrier peaks. Now, so where was the little heretic hut? The temple?
It was in the Barrier Peaks.
But you get an exact location because it's a pretty big thing.
Nope.
Well, then in that
Your
case,
maps lead you to a specific spot where it should lead you into the tunnels and caverns that'll get you through.
so we're not gonna
Supposedly.
bother with these.
Our maps from Brickbow.
Yes.
How many people are in this tavern right now?
There's like a dozen plus you guys. There's a bard off of the corner, and
Please, don't kill
looks like he's had better days. He's strumming away, a little
There's no
drunk.
reason why we don't get a room for the night and head out first thing in the morning. I
I don't see. Yeah.
Yes,
We need no supplies.
Only thing else I would suggest is what Brickbow had suggested, which is always look for more rumors or legends.
So
Professor Hilbert's not up to the task.
is there just a couple tables of townsfolk and then
Yeah.
the bard in the corner?
Yeah.
Guess I will stand up and go and I offer you my condolences, fine citizens of this town. It is quite a travesty that has happened here today.
There's four men at the table. They're all just, you can tell that they've been drinking a lot. They're very sullen. Yes, I guess you could say that. I lost me wife. He lost his daughter. Everybody's lost much here.
I do a kind of small.
And my house was burned to the ground. Oh, where am I gonna stay? The council would do a thing about it.
Do a small prayer, and that is quite awful. I'm sure you guys will be able to deal with the repercussions of this. It is just sad in the meantime.
I don't know. This place has just been cursed ever since the cursed mountains no longer giving us what we need for our trade. I don't know why my great-grandfather decided to stay here, or why my grandfather decided to stay here, or why my mother decided to stay here, or why I'm still even here. I ought to head over to Northgate or somewhere else and find a better job than calling for the rancid fish at the bottom of this bay.
Is this curse you speak of a real curse, or is more of a figure of speech?
Some would say it's a real curse. Others would say it's a figure of speech.
What happened that this curse fell upon you?
Give me a persuasion check.
19 plus 5, 24.
Well, some say it's the Shadow Woods, some say it's the Barrier Peaks. But what I've heard, and you see the other person go, "Oh, here he goes again." Hey, it's true. I've heard it from several who have gone that way. The Shadow Woods, they be the Fey Woods, and they surround the foothills of the Barrier Peaks. And what I've heard is that there was a Dryad Queen who lived amongst them, and her grave is now hidden among the trees. And if you go anywhere near it, there are trees that remain guarding this Dryad Queen's burial site that will still honor her and protect it from any intruders. That and other Fey sprites and things which are up to no good, which curse this land and make it so my fish stink and that I don't catch enough.
Did something happen to this forest that the dryads would curse you?
Well, my fish stink and I don't catch enough of them, so it must be cursed.
That is sound reason.
Hey, and my wife left me. That must be from the curse. Hey, yeah, this mutton, it's tough. This dang curse.
It is a widespread curse, it sounds like. Well, it's been fine talking with you, and again, prayers to the gods.
Yeah, be whatever.
Do whatever.
Kind of walk back and sit down to the party, and, well, I heard a strange tale of a Dryad Queen's grave out in the forest. I don't really know if that's going to get us anywhere further, but I guess if we stumble across it, we are to stay far from it, as there's ancient guardians that protect it.
A curse, you say?
Well, that's what they believe, but they're just about willing to blame all of their hardships upon this curse, so...
Said every man in history of ever.
Exactly. Exactly. Though the Dryad thing seemed a tad strange. And again, while we're wandering through the forest, we should probably steer clear of this unless anyone has contact with the Fae.
There's curses out there, you know that, right?
Believe in curses.
Sorry?
He believes in curses.
Do you not?
Are they not?
I actually don't know if I do.
Sir, in all your studying, what do you do? I've never asked that.
Yes, I do. But I mean, the common man, everything's a curse to them, right? Of course I believe in curses, but they're not everything...
Fair.
There's
Yeah.
typically some truth to every lie.
People are weak and foolish.
Oh,
People are
he's
weak.
got the tuberculosis.
All men have a weakness.
Not me.
Are you using the mug of
Yeah.
the special tankard?
Yeah.
You just keep drinking.
Not weak.
Be careful of your bar tab, little one. You seem to be drinking a lot this night.
Not getting full.
Imagine that. So do the town's leaders want us to pursue this as well?
From what I've heard, no. They've mentioned nothing about a curse. Just that there's a temple of some kind in the Barrier Peaks that the cultists may or may not be coming from.
A temple.
To some false god?
That could be very interesting.
Can it?
Oh, it could be. If we come across it, we should definitely take a look.
I agree. We must purge the land of false gods.
You seem very eager.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Temples are full of knowledge and trinkets and things.
They are.
Oh, it's good to see you getting excited about something. You've been rather mundane this whole adventure.
I've been burning bodies all morning.
Tell me though, if we loot a temple, are you going to be standing on top of a peak stark naked?
No. There's
Not if it's a temple to a false god. We are merely gathering knowledge for the little one.
Not be looting.
So we can loot false temples, but we can't loot orcs.
I'd not sit here and try to count every single
Gentlemen,
problem.
You do not loot temples. You salvage. You reclaim.
I agree. We bring back the artifacts of lost lands.
You learn better rich society of Harinburg.
Indeed.
Well, that was what Amelia Brickbow wanted us to do, was find said artifacts and bring
Oh yeah,
them
I have a
back.
job now.
Yes, so you don't get us in any more troubles, you freaking idiot.
You no longer work for yourself.
No, I work for the college. Or the library.
It's amazing what you can accomplish when you devote yourself to something. Some
Devote
task.
yourself to something? So I get no respect for the paladin, dude.
If we go through this, do we have to go through the forest to get to the barrier peaks?
Your box kind of comes up. Good question there. Allow me to show you the maps. Whoop. It's like shows closer maps, and yeah, you don't see any other routes to get through. The Shadow Woods are extensive.
This is a knot. Is this like a thing?
Yeah, but no, that's there. But you're actually heading into here.
Oh, we're kind of coming.
It's just full of Loch Ness monsters.
If we look at our map, we're coming here. Do you know where we're going to the barrier peaks yet?
Yes,
There's somewhere
it's
here,
like
right?
somewhere in here. Once you get closer, the maps will allow you to find the exact spot that you need to go in.
Oh, that's fair. With our maps, and you're looking at them, this temple, you know anywhere with the ancient temple?
I don't know, dear. I was not given exact coordinates.
I just want to go. Let's go right now. We can go right now.
We don't know what it's a temple to.
In theory, if someone had the ability to track footprints or something through the forest, we might be able to find the trail of
That's witchcraft.
witchcraft.
Wait, what?
Says the wizard himself.
Can't see footprints? Like in the wild?
Possibly, if you are innate enough at tracking, I'm sure you can.
I mean, what is wrong with witchcraft, right?
What's wrong with witchcraft?
I mean, not all witches were bad, right?
I mean, historic.
I don't know, are they?
Can they be? I mean,
Not read about-
speculation. I've never met one.
Never read about a good one.
That's true. Perhaps.
Yeah, we should burn any,
Who's hungry?
burn any witches we come across. But I would like to go now. We should go now.
I
It's
think
evening.
we should
Yeah,
continue to drink.
It's later in the evening now.
There's been a lot of death here, and we can go in the morning.
What is the sudden urge to leave now?
There's a temple out there.
It'll still be there tomorrow and the day after.
You finally see life in the professor's eyes.
Though I do enjoy
All
your
deaths and
spirit.
orcs and corpses and such.
Yes, it has been quite a strange beginning to our journey. But looks like we're starting to get somewhere.
All right, well, I'll see you at the door in the morning. I'm going to her room and sleep. I'm not falling asleep, though. It's just like Disneyland in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
Can't help it. So excited.
Or he's mugged to him as he leaves.
And I
See you in the morning.
believe he's doing the right thing. It's time to turn in and get a good night's sleep for the travel ahead.
Of course.
Then, yeah.
All right, so you head off to your rooms until early in the morning.
Rin stays up drinking.
Oh, you just stay up drinking? You don't have the tankard, do you?
No.
All right. Gets a little merrier.
Mrs. Dotwater stays up a little bit, trying to figure out, do I tell them? They just said they're going to kill me. It's like, keep your mouth shut. If I don't want to help out the devil, keep your mouth shut.
Do I think she's struggling with?
Give me. You're pretty high insight. You can see that she looks distraught.
Are they gone to bed?
Are you gone to bed, Garrett?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've gone to bed.
Is she drinking?
No.
Just kind of sitting quietly, having finished your mutton.
You should have a drink with me.
Oh, no. I don't drink, dear. Not after my husband died.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that was maybe about 30, 40 years. Well, about 40 years ago.
I hope he's resting with Kalina.
Yes, he died to the drink. No, he was hit by a wine cart.
Oh! That's terrible.
Yes, dear. It was a sad day.
Well, something seems to be bothering you. Have a drink.
I can't, out of respect for my husband.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I appreciate it. I'd like to sit with you and talk if you'd like, but I can't have a drink. I'd have something else, though,
Okay.
to share in revelry.
How do you put up with the little one?
Lots of patience, dear. You have to have lots of patience, and every once in a while, a little stiff little backhand. He puts up with it, though.
Do you know anything about that illusion with the orcs? That was you.
No, dear. With me? No. I'm just but a humble servant. That's all him. He's a grand wizard.
I don't think that's his style.
No, dear. He's a professor of archaeology and a grand wizard. That's why he got hired at the great library.
For his adept arcane skills?
But that's all I know. I clean things. I make great pies and bread. Oh, you should try my sweetbreads. I'll give you a recipe if you'll really like it.
Okay, we'll play this game.
A game? You think I'm playing a game?
I think you are.
What game might that be?
I've gotten pretty good at reading people over time, and I've had a few drinks, but I still think that that was you and the orcs, and he certainly didn't cast that spell on you to make you look like an orc.
How can you be so sure, dear? Look,
Call it a hunch.
How would an old woman know how to do such a thing? I have but a lowly dogger. And you saw me in the pits. I've been running around, dodging things. I don't know how to do anything. Except follow this brute around. You're not there, shut up.
Shut up. Okay. Whatever you'd like to present it as, then.
Hey, I appreciate the concern, dear.
And the townspeople didn't tell you anything else about the woods, the temple?
I know nothing about the woods. All I know is that there's some kind of monastery or a temple out there in the Bay Area Peaks. That's where the cultists are coming from.
Okay. Well, to you, Mrs. Dodewater.
Oh, thank you, dear. Same to you, brethren. I think I'm getting a little tired. I might retire for the night.
Of course. Don't let me keep you up.
Thank you, dear. She goes upstairs like,
Casting multiple Eldritch Blasts may have given you away. Kablam, kablam, kablam. Oh, I don't know what you're doing. Kablam, kablam.
there's a devil that was like,
Yeah, but it was always coming from you.
yeah.
Because it's a blast, right? It's not just like it appears in the location. Like you're hurling these purple boats.
I'm trying to stand behind
Eldritch fire.
She's hooking them through the image.
She was bending it like Mrs. Doubtwater.
Bend it like Dodewater.
Curve it around a corner.
I'll stumble my way up to the room.
Late at
Yeah.
night. Okay. All right, so everybody passes the night. And yeah, you wake up in the morning as well rested as you can be after heavy drinking and everything that happened the day before. You come down to the inn and find there's a few patrons there, a couple that are fast asleep, just conked out on the tables, others that are having breakfast, and the innkeeper seems to be back at working and serving food and everything.
Well, to the Shadowwoods.
And Professor Hobart is at the door, kind of eager to go.
Come on.
Is the Modron with him?
Yeah, Gearbox is standing next to him.
Gearbox, that's it.
Yeah. Are you as excited as I am to go see this place?
Come on.
Knowledge, right?
I never thought
Knowledge and trinkets, but mostly knowledge.
I never thought anyone's excitement would rival that of Gearbox.
Oh, jeez.
I am very good at high fives.
We'll lead the way.
I guess that means we're leaving right away.
A bunch of little feet.
I turn the broom upside down and I use it as a walking stick.
Okay, so after, I guess you don't have much time for breakfast then. You gotta just eat some provisions out of your bag as you leave. Everybody needs to pay the
I forgot.
For what?
Okay.
You forgot to pay? Did you?
Are you serious?
I forgot. I left the
It's gonna be your
gearbox.
character flaw now. I leave debts wherever I go. We'll slowly pay off of all the fake debts, and you'll accrue a bunch of new ones.
I'm not used to being out in the world of my own.
Paying people.
Left the gearbox.
You just left the gearbox. All right, everybody else pays a silver piece for the overnight stay,
Wow.
and you're going to pay another. Yeah, you'll pay another couple silver pieces for all the ale you drink.
Good enough.
Okay.
Want me to pay 4 silver?
Well, 3.
5
total.
silver?
1 for
3?
the stay, 2 for the ale. Everybody else
Okay.
is just 1 silver if they remember
Yep.
to do so. Okay, on the road again.
As we're on the road, especially Happy-Go-Lucky over here is with Gearbox, I kind of backed down with Brother Ren and I said, Brother Reindeer, did you hear what Mr. Bumpocus said about witches? He'd kill them on the spot. That's madness, wouldn't you say, dear?
You really contain
He's
yourself.
trying to line this in. You got to You got to make that decision right now.
Wizard, sorcerer, spellcaster. Witch is sort of just an arbitrary term.
So when you hear the word witch, you don't have any misconception about their nature.
I'll pat you on the back. Look at your broom. What, you trying to tell me something?
No, dear.
I mean, come on.
No, this is but my walking stick, dear. I have to clean up that idiot's mess.
No. It's just a word.
Of course. Well, just between you and I, the broom is, for a little bit of fun. You see, I can do a little bit of cleaning, a little extra kind of cleaning with it. A little bit of casting. He doesn't know that's how I get the room so clean. That's the only reason why.
With the broom.
Yeah, it's a chant. Yeah. But don't tell him.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
Just between you and I.
Of course.
Of course. Okay.
We'll consider it a confession then. Between you and I.
I appreciate it. Don't kill Brother Ren.
Yeah, you're people I need to kill.
Gearbox and I are leading the way. We lost yet?
You're just up ahead. Right at first, it's a 2-day journey to the woods, and the road at first is quite easy to follow. Was anybody here actually proficient in survival?
Me.
No.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
Are you?
Me too.
You both are?
Yeah. +3. And
Okay.
I'm proficient at it.
Did you want to try to follow the tracks of the cultists?
Yeah, I will actually.
You're gonna look around. All right, give me a survival check.
10.
Yeah, you lost him. Okay, so, but the road is still easy to follow.
Guidance to that.
Yeah, you see the tracks for the first.
The road we're following, is this the road that would have led to the mountain pass?
I'll guide
before?
it. Guide it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
13.
It's actually 13.
Guidance.
Did we lose him?
Yeah. It's okay.
I don't
The-
know the footprints.
You don't believe in footprints? I don't believe they exist. Especially with those boots that you guys found. You just leave false tracks everywhere.
I knew it!
Those flat footprint people.
Yeah, there's definitely, from what you've heard, and any knowledge of history knows that there used to be a path that went through these woods, through the barrier peaks, as well as the trade route with the river as well. So this path goes on. It's pretty obvious at first. It turns from a nice stone, obvious road to more of a footpath. It's a hilly area that you're going through, with the occasional bit of woods that you walk through, but you're not at any woods for the first day. After the first day, you camp for the night. Nothing unusual happens, and you head out the next day as well. Gearbox and Professor Hobart, still gleeful at the front. Apparently, a full day's walking hasn't stopped Gearbox from being all excited. I'm not sure about Professor Hobart. I can speak for him.
Good.
Yeah, you're just excited. First time out in the field.
We're not in the woods yet, though.
No, you're probably about half a day from the woods at this point. It's about a day and a half, and then there's supposed to be about a half a day journey through the woods to arrive at the barrier peaks.
Okay.
Barrier peak. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do on the trip? Or are we just going at a normal pace, just trying to keep track of where you are. It's not like, now that you're at this point, you can see the mountain range up ahead. It's very far away. It's probably, I don't know, 40, 50 miles away.
Wow.
But you can start to see it approaching. You can see why they call it the barrier peaks, because as far west or north and south as you look, there's nothing but mountains. You don't see any obvious ways through. Some of them are tall enough to be snow-capped, but there's just mountains and mountains and mountains. And about halfway through the second day of travel, you arrive at what is obviously meant to be the Shadow Woods. I mean, you look at the map and you'll see where you are. You just see, once again, this kind of wall of woods where the woods just start. So there's all the grassland and hills before that, and then there's the woods. So how do you want to approach this?
Is it dark?
You can see. It's like it's at least dimly lit. The Shadow Woods. Like there's it's not a jungle. It's a forest. So as you go in, at first it's not super thick, but as you enter in more, it'll become thicker. It doesn't come to the point where you can't see very far. Besides this forest blocking your vision, like it gets dimly lit like any forest would.
No obvious trails that kind of lead into this forest. Or
at this point,
is it just
there's one, like the path that you're going along does seem to continue in a path into the woods, but not a very well kept one. More just that there's not as many trees there.
Been used recently.
Give me a survival check.
20.
Yeah, actually, as you look around, wondering to answer that question, you pick up footprints that don't appear more than half a day to a day old.
Yeah, you saw what you did.
What?
You put footprints there.
I was walking back here.
You're out front. Gearbox stops. I don't think anybody I'm sorry, I had a malfunction in my voice box.
Do you need a little more oil?
I don't think anybody was ahead of us. So those can't be their footprints.
Fascinating.
Footprints are real.
You can see them outdoors.
That's nice.
Have you ever tried looking behind you, little gnome? Behind you on the ground? To see your own footprints?
Oh, you're now clear of my footprints.
How are you proficient in survival? Who didn't know footprints existed?
He spends all of his time walking inside on
I've never been
hardwood
outdoors
floor.
before. I think I got a sunburn.
You feel a little lightheaded. That's a footprint. Yeah, you actually pick up. There's a large with the survival check that you did. You actually look around and you see
See a lot of them?
quite a bit, probably at least from a dozen or so people.
Wow. Can I follow them?
Sure can.
This way.
I think those might be.
It follows the
cultists,
path.
sir.
It follows the path that you're about to go on.
I would like to follow these new footprints. Footprints, they're called, everybody.
Thanks.
These are footprints.
Those plural. So it's
In-
feet.
These are feet prints in the forest.
Is this how you normally study things, sir?
This is beyond you. Don't worry about it. I'll lead the way. Gearbox, let's go. Follow the feet prints.
I don't think you're the most qualified, but if you think it's a good idea, let's
I
go.
don't think you need to go. Follow the feet
Professor,
prints.
stay alert.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go.
So he's actually going to be not alert.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he's going to be tracking the footprints. That's actually something he'll be doing. What else is everybody else doing?
Staying alert.
Shaking my head and following.
Looking for employment.
Just posting on Craigslist.
Message.
Hey, Craig. I need to add this to the list. Made available. Lots of experience. Enchanted broom. Okay. So you head into the woods. It gets quite dark, but it's like not enough that you can't see. Like I said before, it's more like dimly lit as you're heading in. You do have a weird kind of vibe from the place, an energy that's permeating through it. You don't notice because you're too busy with your new discovery that you've already written the first 3 chapters of your book.
Footprints.
They exist.
A little ahead of me, buddy. A little ahead of me.
You sure it's not going to read footprints? Garrett was right.
That was right. Feet prints.
It's got that big blown out hair. Footprint.
Not saying that they're footprints. Footprints. Oh, goodness. I guess your housekeeper keeps your house so clean that you've never seen footprints
I
before.
saw them in the mud one time when I walked outside and came back in the mud footprints in the house. She got all mad and stuff. That's the only time.
And then they disappeared like an hour later.
We're just gone.
Must have been an illusion. So you head in. So you've arrived here a little late morning, and you stop, eat, head in, and this woods are kind of ominous around you as you're going through. You're just tracking footprints, and you're able to actually keep up with them, no problem. There's quite a few of them, and so this allows you to keep on the path. There's a few areas where the path becomes overgrown, but thanks to your tracking the footprints, you're able to continue along it. And later in the day, you make it to about probably mid-afternoon, when all of a sudden you start to notice other unusual prints amongst the footprints, and the footprints kind of go in every direction. And so you see Professor Hobart stop as you guys are wandering along.
Is everything okay, Professor?
I'm not sure what I'm seeing anymore. The feet prints. I think. Well, this is definitely where they held their party. They had a dance contest. That guy won. And then they all walked backwards the way we came.
A couple of them did. Other ones go off into the woods, into the west, to the south.
Most of them walked backwards the way we came.
They walked backwards.
That's where the trail goes. It comes in, there's a dance, and walk backwards.
Everybody give me an intelligence check. Everybody.
I know.
Just roll it.
2 with my
Natural 20.
Okay, you realize that he thinks
He's
that
an
the
idiot.
footprints that he followed are now the ones going backwards.
I rolled a 2 and then subtracted to a 1, so I believe him. It's quite strange, these people walking backwards.
Should we... Most of them went back that way.
Should we also walk backwards?
Some went that way. Should we follow the large backwards walking ones? Or the ones going that
I'm sorry,
way?
the large ones?
Well, most of them went back the way we came.
No,
Like a few. A few went that way.
The ones from back to where we came, those are our prints.
Should we have our own dance contest? Maybe
idiot.
that's something to do with it.
are you serious?
Yes? I'm listening to the professor.
How do you do the...
What is happening?
What? Dance contest. He's winning.
You've fallen under his spell.
Spells?
His radius of idiocy.
So, just to be clear, let's sum this up. Most of them went that way.
No.
Some went that way. Which ones do you guys want to follow?
I'm on board.
Which... Which ones, Jared?
Ah!
Those were ours, you idiot.
Ours what?
Our footprints.
We leave footprints?
This is never going to work.
That's it. Kill the gnome.
You're saying we should follow those ones?
I think we should go back to Troutberg, and we'll trade him in for a better one.
This gnome is broken.
How do you make money? They pay you.
I don't know why I have survived it. Archaeology makes you take it.
It's true. They assume you've been out in the field.
Yeah.
Should have let you swap it for something more Professor Hobart.
Well, let's not follow the ones that walk backwards because they're silly.
I agree.
Also, I want to point out that most of these people are giant gnomes. Their feet are about this big.
You should mark that down in your book.
Have you noticed how many flags I put down?
In the meantime, we'll pick up the trail. Write it down. Right. Open the book.
Chapter 7.
Yes, that's what you call it. Chapter 7.
Enormous
Dance
gnomes.
party.
The dance book.
All the enormous gnomes.
Perfect. And we'll lead on. That's what we'll do. We'll lead on.
And
Who's
you-
going to
are you
follow the
gonna-
footprints?
I'll try to.
Is there a trail still?
Always use...
Yeah,
Kind
guidance.
of. It's starting to get a little harder to follow.
I'll try to pick it up.
I'm doing the thing.
What's your full survival?
It's 14.
Yeah, 14.
So plus 3.
We'll track this. 15.
Darn it.
14's enough. You're able to pick up what he's saying. You don't really see much of a dance party vibe. But you see some other unusual footprints. No, not footprints, not tracks would be a better word. That you're not quite sure what they are. that are mixed in, and it looks like whatever group it was scattered. But some of them,
Dance party.
yeah, basically you don't know where.
Don't tell him, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's dance
Weird
party.
forced dance party.
But it appears that the majority of them went to the southward
Probably
direction.
a ritual of some sort.
South, sorry. He's talking.
Southward.
Yeah, and if you're ever wondering what direction is, Gearbox is always able to tell you which way is north, so that's why I
Right.
can always give you direction.
Okay, but this isn't really our concern. We're trying to reach.
Wait, this might lead to the
Our map tells us to go west.
But this might lead to the temple. The temple.
The temple.
The temple.
To Isengard?
No, we have to continue. Stay the course, dear.
With the footprints. What if I ever lead you wrong? Led you wrong?
I would understand, but
Have we forgotten the orc camp?
I mean, that was the one time.
That was the first time I ever was led by you, and it went wrong.
Hold the one thing against me?
You are currently firing 0%.
if I was to have a say, these footprints are here now. They may not be later. We know where the other place is on the map. How about we go look at the place that's not on the map, and at least maybe mark it down?
So I'm going to walk towards the direction that we're supposed to go, and I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. Look, sir, more footprints.
Sorry, which direction are you supposed to go?
Is it west?
Well, our
West.
maps are leading us west. Are they
Okay,
not?
that's what you're talking about. The
Yeah.
way like west, so not following the footprints.
Yeah.
Because the footprints don't continue west.
Yeah, footprints. Look, Mr. Pumpkin, sir, more footprints.
I thought this was first.
But look, these are feet prints. There's more in this direction.
Yeah, all right. I think Steve's gonna break.
Can't do this.
Look, sir, you want to follow these ones?
No, I'm gonna know it's an illusion if I look at it.
No, you're not, sir.
Yeah, dude. Read that.
It's literally one footprint too, because it's just like a small area.
So I can cast that at will. I will keep going as I walk. Boom, boom, boom.
Is it just a guy with one leg walking through the forest?
They call them one-legged stew.
So one look in there. Like the people at the party went that way,
South.
and they may be south. Right, Gearbox?
Yes, that is south. I always know which way north is, which is that way, which is north.
Whoa, but you don't always know where south is.
Huh. That is true. However, I think that if you look north, you could find south.
They have a-
But sir, remember the temple with all the fun things
You know how to read a
inside,
map, right?
right? Remember all the trinkets and treasures?
Yeah.
That's that way, not this way. Remember the trinkets.
Wait, I can read a map. Give me the map. Gearbox, give me the map.
Then stop being an idiot and let's go.
We want to go. The footprints are going this way.
Yes, we want to go that
I
way.
suspect that the temple is this way, and you want to go this way.
Where the trinkets are because of the mountains.
Oh, the other trinkets.
Yeah, that's right. And you can write your book and be
Again,
famous.
we have this one on our map.
That's
Shall
a
we
very
not
good
map
point. That's a
the
very
other
good
one
point.
at least?
That's a very good point. He's got a very good point.
Brickbow did ask you to map things. It would pay you extra for things that you
Only
know.
makes logical sense
We
then.
should follow the partiers.
That's nice.
Nice.
For you're up for a party, Mrs. Doubtwater.
That's nice.
Let us go then, gnome.
All right, I'm gonna follow the party tracks.
The party track? We reached the end of your dialogue.
It's a reference.
I guess we're going south.
Just getting so frustrated. She might actually follow this new devil's plan. She's screwing on.
Wait, this is for you, dude. You need to go here.
Let's go south.
All right, dears. Let's
Okay.
go
We
south.
continue to follow them footprints.
Maybe if we can find a cultist alive, we can find out some information.
Yeah, and grab that sweet flamethrower of lightning.
Even though this is not really. Anyway.
Yeah, let's go find more debt
We'll go
collectors.
south.
More deaths to ensue.
It's so tickle.
Oh, jeez.
You found me!
if Zotinkle is leading this cult.
I don't know how it happened.
Zotinkle's actually a high-level mage that has cloned herself again and again.
Oh, I wish I had thought of that. Oh, that would be
Are
awesome.
we going to eventually run into one that was cloned pre-finger lock?
What? You have 10 fingers. Okay, anyways. So you head south. You leave the path, and you head more into wild woods, following these footprints as far as you can. You go for probably about 10, 15 minutes. And give me another survival check. You can both do it.
17.
A
lot more.
32.
32?
No.
Oh, sorry, 22. 22.
Wow. Plus 12 survival, and I critted it.
Thank you, Kairos.
Okay, so you both are able to continue following it, and you're still seeing these strange tracks. So as you're looking at it closer, you think that they're being chased by these strange tracks.
They're
No,
dense and
sorry.
fast.
Yeah, but except that they're being chased the opposite direction. In other words, you're following these tracks backwards. Like you're looking at them. Some of them wandered
So they
off.
were chased to the party?
Some of them wandered off to the south, and then came back with these other weird tracks coming along.
Okay.
And as you're looking around, you start to notice blood on some of the branches of these trees. And you can even see that there's like snagged clothing. And so there's signs of struggles and signs of a chase. And just as you're following, you come to a point where it all of a sudden opens up, and there's this little glade, I guess, where it opens up mostly. And as you look in it, at the center of it, there's a strange-looking stone. And then around it, there's all sorts of dead branches just scattered about the whole thing. But you see around the bottom of this strange stone is this pile of, like, these branches have been piled up more purposefully around it. And as you enter here, you see a few bodies as well. In fact, you see about a dozen bodies, all mangled. And
humans?
Human bodies, yes.
How are they dressed?
It's hard to tell because they've been ripped to pieces so much.
Wow,
That
okay.
there's some cloth on them, but the cloth is bloody. And you can see their bodies are thrown in all sorts of places. There's even one that's like up against a tree, just its torso there, torn open, like there's branches sticking through it. And yeah, that's the scene in front of you, the scene of carnage.
Branches sticking through it?
Yeah, like it was thrown and impaled into these branches and then it's torn to pieces. And that's what you open up. You walk into this glade, and that's what it looks like. And you can see there's blood on the stone as well as you approach it.
Okay.
This stone, does it look like a grave?
As you get closer and you look at it, give me a religion check.
Oh, we found a grave of a dryad, didn't we? 13?
It looks like a grave marker of some sort. As you get closer, you can see there's blood all over it.
No
You
writings
see,
or anything
you see
on
some
it?
engravings on it that you don't recognize.
Well,
We should probably walk away.
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Infernal.
It's none of those.
Dank. All of the demons.
All of the demons. So, with that, as you're feeling the desire to leave, the three of you don't notice this. Gearbox doesn't notice this, but you notice it, and you're wondering why nobody else has noticed it, because it seems pretty obvious, as there's one of the trees nearby starts to move. And that's when you look up, and you see this enormous oak
That thing?
Oh my.
all of a sudden lift up and step in. And as you look at it, it looks different. The branches look withered. The leaves are all withered away as well. Like this thing looks like the tree shouldn't be alive. Like it's made of totally dead wood. And it starts to lumber towards you. And as it does that, you notice out of the corner of your eye a couple more of the trees
Yeah,
all
we
of a
should
sudden
probably
uproot
go now.
and start moving towards you.
Like more of those?
They don't look as big as him, and they look more like trees than like tree people. And with that, we will roll initiative and stop and wait for next week. Because it's 420.
So we roll initiative first?
No, well, you can. No, we'll just write it down. We'll remember. Is everybody what you want to know what your initiative is?
No, because I'm going to roll a 1. I've been rolling poorly today. Oh.
You know what? Everybody roll initiative. I'm gonna roll over here. Oh goodness! How do I keep?
I rolled a 1.
Can I get into this?
You know you cannot.
8.
Looks like you got to figure out first.
18, 19, 20, 21.
21 for Doubt Water.
Yeah.
Who's after that?
You.
13.
Oh, seriously.
7.
Hold on.
Four.
Sorry.
13.
13,
7.
7,
4.
4. So
I
we
don't
got
want to go.
Rin. Sorry, you were a 7?
7.
Garrett.
This thing may not even be. It's a friend. It's a friendly tree.
Oh, yeah, with all the blood and impaled
He
bodies.
killed a bunch of cultists.
You and all the
partying
cultists.
cultists.
We came across the
100%
dryad
they were cultists.
We can kill
graveyard. The thing that they told us not to do. Sweet.
It's not murder whole way through. We'll be fine.
Yeah, just talk to the tree, right?
Yeah.
What did tree speak? Is
Wood.
it Fae?
Let's follow the feet prints.
They still speak Entish.
Entish?
Lumber to the
Tree-ish.
lumbar god.
Sylvan.
Lumber to the lumber god.
Okay, well that's where we're going to leave off because we don't have time for a combat encounter right now, or a persuading trees not to kill you encounter, whichever it turns out to be. So you'll have to join us next week to find out what happens to the heroes of Harinburg as the Mrs. Doubtwater continues to hide her true identity. Professor Hobart goes on, somehow got dumber along the trip.
Talking about.
And Garrett got nakedder. and Brother Rin is just looking around going, what on earth did I get myself into?
The drink is helping.
The drink.
You think we're stupid. This is upsetting me.
Self-medication.
Yeah, how are you getting dumber?
This is offensive.
He's book smart. He ain't street smart.
His footprints go backwards. Thank you for watching. Those of you watching live, we're going to jump right back in and do some chatting with you. Everybody else, join us next Tuesday at a 12:30 p.m. Eastern time for the next episode of Heroes in Harinburg, or the following Friday when we post it on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Happy role-playing.